This live stream is copyrighted by the NSA for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this stream or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NSA's consent is prohibited.
Good evening, gamers and Smash fans alike. I'm Jim Carey23.
And I'm Al Cappuccino. Here we are today at No John 7. This is probably one of the most exciting and fun tournaments to be a part of.
This is what put 626 on the map, and I would be lying if I said I wasn't excited for today.
We have a big crew today. Everybody here is excited to be here. The crew, the commentators.
Us, of course. I mean, and the competitors. The competitors are not only playing for glory, they're also playing for a cash prize.
I mean, it's not too big, but
for some of those guys, it's going to be the difference between making rent and not. But let's jump into our competitor list.
We have, topping off the list, Just Kyle, otherwise known as Just Kyle. He's done fairly well in previous tournaments, taking a win in, I believe, No John's 2.
Yeah, Kyle did take away an early win in tournament history.
But yet, from that moment, he hasn't taken a win. We'll see if that continues or if he's able to break that habit.
Well, word on the street is he's been training really hard from this. He's gone back to his melee roots. I'd be really surprised if he took a spanking in the first round and got eliminated by a newbie.
Hopefully not the case, but we'll see.
That's right, Al.
Next we have is J-Guy, otherwise known as Jason, who is actually the sparring partner of Kyle because they're brothers.
Jason has been able to keep Kyle under his thumb for years. Jason has also won tournaments in past history. And Jason is one of those gamers that he excels at everything, whether it's Mario Kart Smash or Mario Party. He knows how to take it. And so we'll be able to see if he rubs out the magic just a little bit longer to win another tournament.
Could have said it better myself. Next we have a newcomer to the scene, the epitome of you, otherwise known as Mario. Not the character Mario, that's actually his name.
Yeah, and Mario has proven himself to be very fantastic in the preliminaries during this tournament, and I would be surprised if he didn't go far.
Yeah, he seems like he knows the basic concept of the game. Using the shield properly, directional influence. So he's not just some casual player. He has some real experience with the game. Next we have Nate the Great, a returning player to the scene. Nathan is
consistent, to say the least.
Yeah.
He has proven himself time and time again to come out the gate strong and go far in the tournament. Although never clutching a tournament win, I think today he's shooting to change that.
Yeah, hopefully he can get the W today.
Yeah, I think it's really going to come down to who he's matched up against.
Another player we have coming to the field is Dandolph. He's a newcomer. My guess is that he may or may not play as Gandalf, but probably not. Because Gandalf is
DLC character, and I'm not sure we're playing with that.
Ganondorf. I said Gandalf. I'm an idiot.
The next competitor we're looking at today is Aiden and Company. And let no one despise you because of your youth. Aiden, although he's one of the youngest competitors on the scene, he has still proven himself, and we've seen the intelligence and the skill level grow over the past few years.
Aiden is one of those guys who just watches a whole bunch of tournaments and gets all the knowledge. The thing that he needs to do is apply that knowledge that he has. Make sure that he uses his superior gameplay experience to play better. Man, I had like a
mini stroke.
Yeah, my brain's not doing so great, man. It's been a long day.
It said popsicle. You're going into diabetic shock.
Wait, we got Java Man 27 next. Another newcomer to the scene. Actually, no. Wait, that's Josh, right?
Go back to Java.
Dude, hey, okay, you need.
Sorry. I laughed. I shouldn't laugh.
Okay, no. I don't care about you laughing. Just don't say, "Oh, just go back to that." Just roll with it. It's funny that way. See, that's the stuff that'll be funny is when we're just being real.
Should I leave this in?
This whole thing? No, this is horrible.
This whole bit? You're like, so people can see that I'm an angry
See that
person?
I'm like complaining to you? Oh gosh.
So people can see I'm unhappy in life?
I'll still go with the Josh thing though. That was funny.
We just do like a signal loss.
Yeah.
Come back.
Next is Captain Butters, another newcomer. Hopefully, he doesn't slip on any of the current of the third.
Hello, buddy.
I'm okay. I don't know what to say about Captain Butters. Hopefully, the trans fat is low.
And coming up next is JavaMan27.
I like that name. It's really got the caffeinated feel to it, you know.
I'm more of a tea drinker myself, Al.
Yep, tea has caffeine in it. Sometimes.
Herbal.
Okay. I mean, herbal teas can even have caffeine, you know?
I don't know, I go for like the mint.
The mint? But no caffeine.
No caffeine.
I respect that.
Yep.
Not really. Next we have Asterios. He's a returning favorite.
And Asterios, he's the underdog in this. He has come so close to greatness so many times, yet has not been able to execute. He lost the last tournament by not counterpicking. Is he going to fall into the same trap today? He's towards the tail end of his career.
He loves playing as Ganondorf, but as we all know, Ganondorf is low tier. So if he wants to win, he's going to have to change characters.
It's going to be really interesting to see what he does. Will he beat the second place curse? We'll find out later on today.
Next we have a character of, quite the spectacle, at least.
That's right, Live Long Die Never. Now for many of you, he missed practice earlier this week due to a mysterious hand injury. He also came onto the scene of the tournament today wearing gloves and hiding that injury. So it should be really interesting to see how this one plays out.
Sounds like a bunch of hoopla to me.
While this veteran player is looking for a W, I think that this is the point in his career where hand injury could end it.
I think his career ended long ago when he decided to solo main Sonic.
Hey, somebody's got to do it, and if I had to pick a favorite, it would definitely be him.
Hopefully he can get past the first round, because generally he doesn't.
My money would be he makes it to at least the second.
Moving on, we have El Jefe.
The big boss.
Big boss. Jeff has been a consistent player.
He's one of those guys that is just able to prove himself time and time again. Unfortunately, he's just not able to get it all the way. He's usually like a top 3, top 4 placer. It'll be really interesting to say.
Yeah.
He's been practicing. It'll be interesting to see if his skill level can take him to that victory and that title win of the tournament.
He's been looking for a No John's win for quite some time. He's changed mains a couple times as well, going with Mario to players such as Roy. We'll see who he decides to go as this week. Next is Reppin' for Christ. Hopefully he does well. Otherwise, I guess he's not going to be able to show up to church on Sunday.
No, you got that right.
Last but not least, we have Ben. Ben is a crowd favorite. Even though he doesn't generally place too high, he's always fun to just watch.
He's got that good all-American spirit. He's just an enjoyable person to be around, intoxicating laugh, and a beard to die for.
Also, I like his when he does. He sometimes has a mustache, like a.
He's not sporting that today. Today he's being a little more casual.
Casual, okay. It's probably the wife.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, we're just about ready to jump into the first tournament, but before we do, let's take a word from our sponsor. Consume Prilosec.
Consume Prilosec. Eat Prilosec.
No John 7 is brought to you in part by Fair House Deals, Akrami Neighborhood Orchard, the Idiopathic Back Study for IBS, Super JK Bros Play, and viewers like you. Thank you.
Consume Prilosec.
Do the same old Let's Plays got you down? Are you bored with screaming over gameplay? Do the same grumpy gamers have you frowning? Well then, Super JK Bros is the place for you. Witty commentary combined with gaming at its finest.
You dab on a tail, you lose a point.
Outdated memes, as well as plain screaming over gameplay. Come join Jason, Kyle, and the all-star Superman himself, Evan, as they venture through and play the same stuff everyone else already has. Super JK Bros. Find them at youtube.com/SuperJKBrosPlay.
Badge on this NHP.
Yeah. And we're back. Thanks for joining us today. If you're just tuning in, this is No John 7. We're going into the first matchup right now. We have Mario versus Nate.
Did we go anywhere for that?
Like, did we go to a commercial break?
No. Did we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Where were you?
just a reminder, kids. Don't do LSD.
That's true. If you're tripping now, you're going to be tripping later. It looks like they're choosing Pyrite from the Metroid series.
Fair enough.
So I think that this is going to be an interesting matchup right here. I think both players have a diverse set of skills. I think Mario is just that much more diversified when it comes to understanding opponents. He's more of a chess player, if you were to ask me, and I think he's got that read where Nathan is a very consistent player. He knows his style and he plays according to that. So just seeing how this one plays out, I think is really going to shape the tournament and who's going to go far in it.
Yeah, just looking at the neutral right now, they're both pretty even. We're going to see who can open up the other player first and take the first stock.
And that you are right, Al. Don't do stuttering, kids.
Yeah. But I mean...
I think Nathan's starting to open this book up. He's starting to...
Nathan has gotten Mario into a little bit of a higher percentage.
He's almost in kill range. I mean, Robin...
Yeah.
Robin's kill range is just above that 100% mark, so...
It depends on what kill move Nathan uses, but if he gets a down throw up air, it might kill right now. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to a technical battle. As we both know, Nate isn't the best at executing kill shots, so this could be an interesting one because it's going to be critical to get those kill shots off early.
Yeah, making sure that Nathan knows what's going to take the stock. Dash attacks and projectiles aren't going to do that. He needs to start looking for his kill confirms. You see he's going a little bit of dash grabs right now. I would think that a good technique for him right now would be to try to do a shield grab. So put some pressure on Mario, making sure that he retaliates with an attack and leaves himself vulnerable so that Nathan can punish that. Now, he almost got him with that little chip shot off the edge, but...
Do you think Nate's going to take the first stock of the tournament?
You know, it looks pretty close right now.
It can go either way.
It's anyone's
It's
first
amazing.
stock.
These are just two titans going at it, and it looks like Mario is taking the first one.
There it is. The first stock of the tournament.
That might be very forecasting. I think Mario could actually, with that one, you know, we saw his cards on the table a little bit. He might go all the way, if not win it.
Probably an overstatement, but, you know.
It's a little too early?
Yeah, a little too early. And Nathan gets the kill with the down throw.
So we are basically even right now. Mario did not get that extra credit.
He got 6%.
That's not much, you know. That's not going to get you from a D to a C there, buddy.
Nah. There's only a couple things that'll help you do that.
Yep. Like tutoring and private one-on-one lessons.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
They gave me a degree.
They gave him a degree.
From an accredited university.
Look at him now. Commentating Smash Brother tournaments.
This is where I thought I'd be at, Dad. And coming back into the match, it's still pretty even there. You okay there,
Yeah,
McClellan?
I'm all right. I mean, they're pretty much even still. This game has been pretty. I would say that they're figuring each other out.
I think that's a correct assessment right there. Right now, they are just trying to... They're almost trying to figure each other out. Nathan, again, plays to a very consistent style, and I think he is just trying to make that style work against Mario. Mario, I think, is playing a very long game right now. He's trying to understand his opponent from the inside out. I don't want to necessarily say get in his head, but I think he's going to try to get into his head. I think early matchups, I would be surprised if Nathan took this battle right here.
Yeah, it's anyone's game right now. Nathan has a little bit of a percentage. He has a little bit more percentage than Mario right now, but I mean,
that could do it.
Nope, not quite.
That directional influence is going to interfere with that kill.
You know, I love DI. Doesn't matter what kind of DI.
I thought you loved DUIs.
No, that's a totally different thing. And Mario sweeps it for the first game. And by sweep, I mean he won by a stock.
There we go.
Just one.
That's what they call in the industry a JV3.
Definitely not. So we're going into the second game here. I don't think there's going to be any character change.
No counter pick then.
No.
You are correct. Will there be a stage pick?
I think it's, yep, Salty run back.
Wow.
Right back to Pyrosphere.
These guys are either holding a grudge match early on in this tournament, or they just have no creativity.
I would probably say they just don't care.
I think Mario will take it in 2 on this one, and I'll tell you why, Al. Mario, he played the long game the last game. He was figuring out his opponent. Now it's his time to go in and strike. He knows what Nate's going to do. Nathan's going to play a very similar, very consistent game. I think Mario will go in and he will wipe the floor with this guy. Nathan's only shot of winning at this point is to go in and play hard. Just attack fast, attack quick, and go in, attack from a distance, strike, go in, attack from a distance, strike, miss again, and then hit, and then boom, kill.
And fire, and miss again.
And fire.
Now, I think what's going to happen here is that Mario is going to be really confident in this matchup and go in on Nathan. However, Nathan's strong suit in this game is playing the defense. So if he can get his opponent to overcommit and to attack him, he can play off of those overcommitments and pretty much steal the game from him.
Nathan's going to have to play almost a distance game on this one. He's going to have to look for the windows of opportunity and take them as they come.
They unfortunately both these characters have projectiles, so it's gonna determine who's going to be better at the projectile game is going to determine who wins the game.
That's a very interesting take on that, Al. This reminds me of the good old heydays back in Super Smash Bros. 64. We saw contenders like this. There is no frills, there is no chills, just good old-fashioned gameplay. You know what I'm talking about?
Couldn't agree more.
And right now, this is still anybody's game. Nathan is actually holding in longer than I expected. If you were to ask me, do I think Mario would be at 104% right here? Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't know. I think both of these players are pretty much even. Ooh, rolls out of the fire. That was important. Mario is going in for a kill with a short hop forward there after that with the follow-up.
And he's starting to take that beating. I think we are seeing what could be Nathan's demise.
They're both within kill range. So, I think it's still anyone's game. It doesn't matter how much percentage they have now.
Right now, the way these two are playing, it's going to come down to simple mistakes. Yep. As you saw there, Mario was a little confident. He overcommitted to that move, and Nathan capitalized.
Nathan had really good spacing with the up air and hit him with the last hit of it, actually. So, that was able to get the kill quickly and efficiently.
And here's the chance. If Nathan wants a chance at beating Mario, he's going to have to rack up that damage now while he's in rage mode, and he has an opportunity with the stock advantage.
Yeah. And looks like Mario was able to get the shield poke.
That's not enough extra credit, I think, to put enough distance. It'll be really interesting to see how this
we
plays
still
out.
got a full game ahead of us here, guys. This is just the halfway
Somebody
point.
SDs immediately.
I know. Commentator's curse right there.
That's true.
Nah, it doesn't look like that. Both these characters have pretty decent recovery as long as Robin has her book, her win book. She can do her up B pretty efficiently.
Talk about a burn book, L. I wouldn't want to be written in that. I might die.
The win was the up B one.
It's not the Death Note?
No. He's not light.
So...
Or Shinigami.
If she writes my name in the book, I don't die.
She didn't write anything in the book. She just uses it for magic.
I'm not necessarily familiar with the Advanced Wars characters, but I'll take your word on it, Al.
Well, they're Fire Emblem. Moving on, looks like Nathan has actually put a decent amount of percent on Mario and could potentially, if he gets the down throw to up air conversion, misses the spacing. That was some good DI from Mario.
It's going to be really interesting. Nathan has to capitalize right here.
Yeah, he definitely needs momentum.
A simple slip-up is going to eliminate him from this tournament.
Yeah.
And I would hate to see a veteran player go down so early.
All right, lost the strong sword, so this is the time for Nathan.
Is that going to do it? That's just not enough.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting. And
tournament
wow,
winner.
that was incredible. And that's where it comes down to. That's where games are won, is when you win. And that's how games are won, Al.
Yep, I couldn't agree with you more, Jim. So my guess here is that we're not going to have a character switch at all. And also the stage will be the same.
Really? You think they're going to just run it back? Total salt, no character changes, no stage change.
Probably not a salty run back, but it could be the case. My guess is that they just don't have enough wherewithal with the stage selection knowledge of what is tournament legal. We actually had this discussion before the game, the tournament started, whether you could choose tournament legal stages or if we were just going straight Omega. And while the majority of people were okay with just Omega stages, several people who were a bit more familiar and knowledgeable with the game and rule set debated that, like, hey, well, that fits some characters' strengths and preferences, but not others. And
those are the Bill Belichick players of the Smash
Yep.
community.
So
they're looking for those technical areas where they can get in and try to sneak in a win. Because
And-
when you don't know about like the roof and the sides and the parameter boxes and like where the kill places are, you know, it can be really easy to take advantage of that if you know what you're doing. Those guys are the strategy players of the Smash community.
I could not agree with you more, Jim. So it looks like these guys are just going to be straight Omega players. But into the third game, neutral has been pretty even so far, both in the 70%.
These are just two titans going at it right now.
Yep.
You usually don't see a battle this good early on. If you were to play this over a finals match, I would say that this is a good finals match. And this is the first round of the game.
Yeah, a solid start to No John 7. Nathan has been looking for that down smash all game, finally found it. It's pretty hard to hit that. Usually you need to get a roll read for that to connect. But a strong roll-in read for Mario to get the forward smash takes the first stock.
It's accidents like that that are going to cost Nathan the game as well as the tournament. There is no loser bracket.
Yep.
It's single elimination.
Single elimination.
This is where the boys become men, and this is what separates No John 7 from the competition. That single elimination is brutal. This is just a cage match slug out. You lose here, you go home. No honor, no money, no prize.
Nope. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your family, and dishonor on your goat.
Cow.
Is it cow?
That's cow.
And dishonor on your cow.
That's okay, buddy.
Hey, in some countries people can't afford goats
Hey,
or
it's
cows.
true.
So maybe it'd be hamster for them.
So what, like hamster milk?
Or like a chinchilla.
Chinchilla?
Yeah.
Have you ever touched a chinchilla?
I have, actually.
They are the softest
They are.
things I've ever touched.
Nah, softest thing I've touched is like an alpaca.
Oh, alpacas are pretty soft.
Those
too.
are pretty
Those
funny.
are good. Speaking of soft, it looks like that last hit was pretty weak there. Those aren't going to get the kill off. But Mario Mario very well may two-stock
Yeah.
Nate right
Back
now.
to the match. It looks like Mario's taken a significant lead here. Both characters are almost within. Well, Robin is in kill percent.
That's for
but,
sure. 129, she could go at any time.
Then Robin, I think now is pretty much in kill percent. As long as the DI was not good enough.
And Mario two-stocks Nathan. That is it for Nate.
Yep.
He's going to have to unfortunately take that walk of shame while Mario takes that stride onto victory.
Yeah, a solid two-stock victory for the last game.
That's excellent. Right there, and the contenders are shaking their hands. That is a beautiful sign. You only see that kind of stuff at No John 7. No controller breaking, no rage moments.
We have a lot of tournament left. Hopefully we'll see something of that.
Yeah, it might make the game exciting. Anyways, we got some time in between the next match, so let's go to our correspondent on the streets for an interview. Take it away.
I said not to do the correspondent on the streets. He's in the building. He's not in the streets at all. Nobody says that.
Oh.
You guys are live still.
This isn't a bit. I'm just telling
We're
you.
still live. And now to our correspondent,
Don't
who will
say
be
it.
doing interviews in the building
On the floor,
with the contestants.
contenders.
Contenders.
This isn't the Price is Right, man.
Take it away.
Thank you for the studio analysis, Everett. Here I am with the gamer previously known as Mr. Cheese. now known as Just Kyle. Here I am with him now. Kyle, what do you think your prospects are for this year's tournament?
Gonna take it all, baby. We're gonna win big.
Very interesting. Thank you. What do you think is going to be the hardest hurdle this year in terms of if you run up against a specific player? Who do you not want to run up against?
Me.
Very quick answer. Thank you. Any thoughts about this year's tournament? About anything?
Got a new merch line coming out. Everybody gotta buy it quick because they're gonna sell fast.
Thank you for your time and contribution to society. Back to you at the studio, Barfy.
Thanks so much for that interview. We're jumping right back into the match. Who do we got up next, Al?
Looks like we have Just Kyle and Dandolf.
Now, earlier you reported that Dandolf would be playing as Gandalf, and now I know you're a little bit new to this buddy coming over from the Mario Tennis community, but Gandalf is actually a J.R.R. Tolkien character from the Lord of the Rings series, also known as Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White. So that's not a character that's in this game. I know this is an all-star lineup and matchup of various characters, even now beyond the Nintendo franchises. We have Sega, we have Street Fighter, we have Capcom, we even have Square Enix. But Gandalf is just not one of those characters, buddy. I think he was referring to Ganondorf, which is from the Legend of Zelda series. A fantastic game about adventure and justice and truth.
I couldn't agree with you more. Alright, Jim, looks like we're going to get started. Now, I think these two players actually have a little bit more stage knowledge because, as you can see, they did not choose Omega, but instead Town and City. So this will play better to some of the sword characters with platforms. But we'll see how they adapt and do differently.
I'm very curious to see how this pans out. Vegas odds have given Kyle the favored victory.
Really? Okay, interesting.
They are saying a 2-1 win.
Really? 2-1.
Yeah, but I'm so confident that Kyle's is gonna choke more so than
what, Jim?
me right now, I guess. I'm not sure where I was going with that.
Couldn't agree with you more.
Well, I'm going to put some money on it. I say $300 says that Kyle cracks like a fat man's bed under pressure. What about you?
I'll match that bet right now.
You don't got that kind of money. I guess you do have that kind of money. Are you sure these are legal tender?
Yep, 100%. Looks like the
This looks like Bitcoin.
Nope, it's not Bitcoin. It's real money.
Okay.
Both
They give you money here?
Both these players are doing pretty well, trying to figure each other out. Looks like Just Kyle is trying to get around the projectiles, trying to space some good tippers with the sword.
We're trying to figure out, is the pen mightier than the sword right now? I
Yeah.
think we're going to see back-to-back Robin wins.
Yeah.
You typically do not see Robin as a tournament character.
And there's been one in both the matches so far.
And both Robin players are wiping the floor with their contenders.
This is actually really close and a good, even game so
but see,
far.
you got to look at the
Ooh,
technical
bad
level
forward
of
smash,
things. You
though.
got to look at the technical things. Robin, Dandolf right now playing as Robin, he's playing a technical game right now. Kyle,
Ooh.
he's just swinging the sword.
You know, they actually both have swords. Almost broke his shield. That was a Skittle shield if I'd ever seen one.
Wow. Is that going to be first stock?
Not yet. Ooh, good high recovery from Dandolf.
Wow.
See, now that's where you want to use the platforms. Really helps you with getting back safely to stage. They're both really close right now. Both within one good swing for a kill. Ooh, that,
So you're saying that these platforms are playing a favorable role for each of these characters?
yeah, they're both. I've seen so far both of them using them to an effective. Ooh, good recovery.
Wow, I cannot believe no one has died at this point.
Yeah, they're both living long. Oh, and good DI was
Wow.
able to survive. Makes
Up
it back to
until
the
last
middle of
week,
the
Kyle
stage.
didn't know what DI was.
I know more about Smash Brothers than you do. Ooh, unfortunately got knocked onto the platform and fell off, so he missed the tech and then took a fully charged blast to the face. And
Incredible.
he was deleted.
And so these platforms are going to work in their favor as swordsmen.
Yeah, especially for sword setups. Now, I would say that it probably works a little bit better for Marth because he has a slightly longer sword, so he's able to connect from the ground to the platform. So it just depends on what height they're on.
That makes a lot of sense. You know, I'm not too familiar with all of that. It's kind of foreign to me. I'm a Hanzo main, so I'm just not exactly sure,
Alright.
you know, how the platforms work into that.
Good shield to forward smash conversion. Now we'll see what they can do. Dan has already put about 50% on Kyle.
That extra
so
credit is going to really hurt Kyle in the end.
We'll see how he adapts.
Are you getting a little nervous? I'm seeing a little.
I'm
slip
not nervous at
formations
all.
there.
Oh, goes and hits the balloon. Good job.
See, this is basically
Ooh.
playing with items. When you see two contenders like this and they want to pick a stage like this, they're essentially saying we can't play with items, so we're gonna make our own items with tourney legal stages.
I could not agree with you more, Jim.
Thanks, Al.
Oh, good down smash. Oh, that's unfortunate. Stage spike.
Wow.
Yeah. So what happened was that Marth got stuck on the platform as they were moving away. He panicked, did a quick double jump, and then recovered low, which is pretty bad against Robin because he has that up B edge guard that is really effective. So he's gonna need to find a way next game to get around that.
Do you think there's gonna be a counter pick?
They're taking some time, so there might be. He might be thinking about it, but
It
ends
looks
up
like they're
sticking
running
with
it
it.
back. I'm gonna say they picked the same stage as well.
Why is that?
I don't think Kyle knows any other stages.
I could not agree with you more.
Thanks, Al. I'm glad you see it my way.
Looks like they're going back for the salty run back. I was freaking out for a second. Robin didn't move for the first 3 seconds. I was
Is
like,
there some input lag
is
right
he
there?
AFK? There's no input lag. It's not
It's not
This
melee.
isn't online. No, Melee doesn't have input lag either.
Yeah, it does. It's got that 3-second buffer.
It's,
Or 3-frame buffer. That's why all those noobs out there like Melee, is because it's easier for them to play. They can't enjoy a real man's game like Brawl.
could not agree with you more, Jim.
Thanks, Al.
Alright, looks like they're pretty even again. Oh, got a grab. Now that's something that was not seen from the last game, is Marth getting some grabs in. Makes it's difficult with the projectiles, him getting in close.
It'll be interesting to see what they do, because I think a grabbing game could be changing. It could be a game changer.
Yeah. Oh,
This is one of those moments where you really look back and you say, man, I love Smash Brothers.
looks like Kyle is actually doing a pretty good job guarding him, edge guarding him, keeping him on his toes.
Looks like Robin lost his sword there.
Good fireball to grab, though. That was a pretty good conversion, holding him in his shield. Kyle still has the lead.
He's racking up that damage. Robin
Yep.
is in kill range.
Oh.
All it's going to take is an execute, and the question is, can Kyle perform under pressure?
Yeah, we'll see. He is definitely in kill range.
Oof.
The neutral is not gonna do it. Oh, recovered high, and the down
that's
smash punish
First
for that.
kill of the game.
And there's a little bit of a teabag from
Oh.
Kyle there. He's feeling pretty confident about that.
Man, there's more salt on these than pretzels.
You get the salted pretzels. Oh, good DI, survived. We're living.
I'm a fan of soft pretzels myself, Al.
Oh, went for the up smash. That was an interesting choice. Ooh,
I also, occasionally, I'll go for like the nacho cheese,
got punished with the down smash lag with an up air.
but I'm not opposed to the cinnamon. And once I had a pumpkin spice pretzel. It was very interesting.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I don't know what Kyle was thinking with that forward smash. Wasn't anywhere near Dan.
But I do enjoy like the pretzel dogs as well. Like the miniature ones, those are always good.
Have you had the churro pretzels?
Yes, I have. Those are fantastic. So
I know you love your churros.
I might have to take a break after this next match to go get one from one of our vendors.
Do we have vendors? I thought it was just like a potluck.
We got an intern, so like they can bring us whatever we want.
It's true. Oh!
Is
the
that gonna
jab
do
to
it? Is
forward
that gonna do
smash
it?
Didn't quite do
Oh
it.
my goodness.
But man, that was exciting. Oh, and just out of the range of the tipper.
Is the pen mightier than the sword?
Well, they both have swords, Jim.
That's also true, Al.
Oh, looks like Kyle is trying to grab the sword. A little jab, but he missed it. Oh, and the forward smash.
Is that gonna do it?
Good DI
Gandalf
again.
is hanging
Both of these
on.
guys have been living really long, so that just goes to show how well they
You
are.
say they're living on
Ooh,
a prayer?
He's not halfway there. He is halfway.
Wow.
He was all the way gone with that
And
one.
we are going into round 3.
Game 3, guys.
This is fantastic gameplay. This is this type of stuff you only see at No John 7. Not Non John 7.
That would be the
That'd be the tournament down the street.
That's the French version of this.
Now the question is there going to be a counter pick, or do you think they're going to go straight back into it?
Well, this is Dan's counter pick, so not sure what characters he has in his repertoire, but
guess none.
Guess we're going back and salty run back for the second time.
Now, if I've followed Kyle for years. Kyle is the saltiest of players. He will, I don't know if it's the younger brother syndrome, but he will try and try and try again on the same stage. You can practically see the salt forming on him. It's just more than perspiration at this point. Are you in on its beauty, as I am?
You can just see how these players have adapted to each other's gameplay.
You don't often see this kind of technique going into the third round. Usually they got each other, there's the opponent that has the upper hand, but right now these two are just going at it head to head.
Got caught with the fire. What kind of forward smash read was that?
If that's not artwork, Al, I don't know what is.
However, it's working. He's putting the percentage in. Let's see if you can recover from this. Ooh, that was a ballsy recovery
Put
there.
in the time, Spider-Man.
Ooh, short hopped over it, but did not capitalize on that whatsoever.
Do you think the people of Animal Crossing, waiting at the bus stop, are just who are these two guys duking it out in our city?
Well, is that the bus? My question is, how does the bus get there?
On the Magic School Bus, it flies.
Oh, so Mrs. What's her face? Pebble? Is that
Frizzle.
Her name? Frizzle.
Come on, think of the hair. It's curly, frizzly.
Man, those grab whiffs are just...
It's amazing. We haven't even seen a single stock yet.
Oh, just missed the punish on that high recovery.
Al, I'm a little bit nervous. I don't want you to take my money, but in case you do, it's probably fake.
Yep. Good to know. Huh? Solid recovery back to the ledge. What are they going to do? Oh, went for
the high recovery.
Oh, a little slow on the forward smash.
This is anybody's game as of this moment.
Missed the sweet spot, but no punish because Dan himself was doing that.
That's the first stop.
The trade.
This is Dan Dogg's time to capitalize.
Looks like Kyle quickly grabbed the sword and threw it in his face.
Wow, that
is a little bit of salt.
And we are going in. This is a Titans battle right here.
The back air.
Oh my gosh, this could go any way.
This is a really exciting match. Last stock. Dan is just slowly chipping away.
Dan has not taken any percentage. This could be a JV3.
He would need 2 stocks for that.
That's okay there, buddy.
Oh, that was a little nervous. Missed the sweet spot. Can he... Now, those whiff forward smashes are not going to help him get any percentage. Oh, single hit nair to grab. That looked a little pretty.
Dan is on the run right now.
Oh.
He knows he has the upper hand.
Looks like he ran out of fire magic. Can Kyle...
This is Kyle's last window. Kyle capitalizes
that's
here.
it.
If Kyle capitalizes here, he can do it.
Oh, read the roll in again, but was slow on the forward smash.
Man, you can see the vein of frustration in Kyle's forehead right now. That is incredible.
He's got his fire magic back. Oh, that down air did some damage, but it's actually pretty even here. Kyle's bringing it back.
First round elimination for Kyle. This is intense. I can't believe what's happening here.
Recovering high to avoid the projectiles. That's smart.
I'm nervous. This could go either way. It really comes down to who can capitalize. Kyle is looking for the kill!
Looks like he got back, but he's still trying to get back.
He is defending. Dan recovers high.
Now that is I think about the third time that Kyle has missed a high recovery punish. Just has not been able to follow his fade when he's landing.
Dan is in trouble. He is on the ropes.
Whoa.
Kyle has his window. Can he capitalize?
Gets the throw. This is looking dangerous for Dan.
Is on a wing and a prayer right now. This match is nearly done.
These guys are going at it. No holds bar.
Martha's in trouble. It comes down. He's got the...
Oh
my gosh, and that will do it.
Stuck on the platform, Dan takes advantage with the short hop up air to clutch out the last game. That was by far one of the most exciting games I've ever seen in my life, even though I lost a lot of money on it. A lot of money. A lot of money. To drown my sorrows from losing that much money, let's head to an interview on the floor.
You're short 100.
Thank you for that studio analysis, Neri. Nathaniel. Here I am with one of the contestants on The Price is Right, otherwise known as the Super Smash 4 tournament. I have, your name is Ben?
Yeah,
His name is Ben. Do you have a gamer tag, Ben?
Ben.
Only Ben. Here we are with Ben. What do you think your outcome is going to be in the tournament this year?
Jeez, that light is really bright. But what was the question?
What do you think you're going to place this year in the tournament?
I'll probably get best, maybe the first round. I'm just hoping to win one for the team.
You heard it here first. He's just hoping to win one for the team. Back to you at the studio.
What was the name of that
Terry.
guy who Michael Cera played in the Facebook movie?
Oh, the guy who invented Facebook?
Yeah, he screwed over Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. And
And the
like Tom something, right?
Yeah, the Winklevoss twins.
Yeah.
He screwed them over too.
Yeah, Tom.
Is it Tom?
Yeah.
Dang it, Jim, you're live again.
Welcome back. Here we have, looks like Ben and Aiden getting ready for the next match. This will be an exciting one for sure.
Ben is one of those contenders. He's just fun to watch. Aiden, I think Aiden's kind of been swept under the rug for so long as a younger guy that it'll be interesting to see what plays out. Ben is a top-notch player.
Yep.
Ben has the skill set. He has the ability. Aiden, he's been kind of pushed around for years, so this should be an interesting matchup.
Ben is the cream of the crop here at No John 7, so I'm excited to see this match.
It's true. Ben
To say
is
the
a
least.
crowd favorite. He's an all-star player. And a great actor, too.
I could not agree with you more.
Aiden, on the other hand, we've seen him go from scrub to near pro player. From the first tournament he was in till present time, his skill level has jumped. What hurts him the most is overconfidence. He thinks he's got the player on the rope. The player figures him out. He comes back and he just wipes the floor with him.
Overextending is something that people need to get over if they want to go farther in Smash.
That is true. And right now the players are selecting their names. They're just getting ready for this.
Yep.
Looks like Aiden is picking Cloud. Cloud is his main. He very rarely deviates that. Ben has a little bit of a diverse portfolio, but it looks like he's going with something he's familiar
It's
with.
classic.
Pit.
Hit, yeah. I remember when we first got into Amiibos, Ben had the Pit Amiibo, and that looked pretty sick.
Yeah, he had one of those rare ones. So this should be really interesting right here. I think Ben has a strong opportunity to take Aiden very early on in this game.
Yep, a lot of rolling, trying to figure out the rhythm of the other player.
Trying to figure out the rhythm of the rhyme. Put in the time. Gonna buy a dime.
By a line with a dime.
Rapping is not line with a dime.
It was Tom.
Selleck.
No, that's the guy from Magnum PI.
That's true. It looks like Aiden's doing some work on Ben right now. Aiden is very low in the percentage range. Ben just has to look for the areas to capitalize. I hate to say it, Ben looks a little rusty.
Yeah, well, let's see if if he can make it to 3 games, is enough to shake off that rust. Right now, Aiden is putting on somewhat of a clinic on him, but he's slightly making a comeback. Oh! And the early SD.
That is that confidence
Oh.
that we are talking about. It's mistakes like that lose tournaments.
That
And
ledge play was not smart.
Ben has the advantage now. Ben just has to look for that window. Word on the street was going around that Ben left Smash Brothers. That he
Really?
got rid of his consoles and that he's he's an Xbox man now.
Xbox, that's a shame.
It's great to see him back at the tournament though.
Good spacing with that up smash.
If you can't capitalize on those opportunities, now it's just an even match. Ben had the opportunity.
And now Aiden has limits, so that's going to help him grow his lead even more and potentially get the finish.
It looks like that limit's going to break soon.
Couldn't agree with you more, Jim.
Thanks, Al. I knew you'd see it my way too.
All right, got the percentage with the
The slash, we'll see if he continues with the onslaught. They're dead even right now.
Ben he's almost playing too conservative. I feel like Ben is trying to figure out his opponent right now. You can even see the look on Ben's face right now. He's almost a little hesitant. He's not playing as confident as he normally does. He needs to play to his opponent. He needs to play to the crowd. The crowd loves him. You know, if he can get that momentum.
Ooh, looks
Oh
like
my
Aiden
gosh.
takes the first game. If I had advice for Ben to come back, I would say get Cloud off the ledge. Because in an edge guarding position, Pit is pretty good against Cloud with his arrows and his aerial mobility.
Are we going to see a counter pick? Ben is going for
Looks
the
like
counter
he's
pick.
going back. He's actually going to Link. This is our first counter pick of the tournament. It's
Let's
exciting
hope it's
to
an
see.
excellent choice right here.
Yep.
Link is not Ben's strongest character, but we have seen Ben pull out some very fantastic wins with Link. So he needs to get in there before Aiden can get that limit break. Aiden really banks on the character being top-notch performing, and getting that limit break is going to put Ben on the ropes again.
Now let's see if Aiden can take advantage of all the frame data that Cloud has. One of the best in the game. Looks like he's already got limit. That's a quick limit. Hopefully Ben doesn't let that go to his head and get too cautious with that. He needs to be aggressive here. Unfortunately, that aggression did not pay out, and down the first stock goes.
I hate to call this early, but you can see the look on Ben's face right now. He knows what he's up against, and his confidence is dwindling. Meanwhile, Aiden is just...
He's running away with it.
Yeah, Aiden has found his window. He is tired of being pushed around as the younger guy. It's really going to come down to... It's going to come down to skill, but the crowd is...
Edgeguard position.
It's starting to go crazy for Ben. They are calling him out. I think the crowd wants to see a Ben victory.
You know, it's always exciting to see the 3 games run out. So if Ben can get the victory here, it'll take a lot of work, but he can do it.
It's not
he's going to force him
impossible.
to use his limit. That's actually a really good arrow.
That's where you see Ben point out those technical stops.
Unfortunately, he needs to be aware of those up smashes. They have quite the range above Cloud.
He's got to get off the ropes, man.
He needs to take advantage of his percent right now with his rage and take a quick kill on Cloud.
Recoveries are going to be critical at this point for Ben.
Ooh, misses the punish on the missed sweet spot for Cloud. Can he clutch it out? Can he go? Can he take this to game 3?
Right here? This is looking dangerous. I feel bad for Ben right now.
Either character could lose their stock right now.
That looks
All
like...
right.
Okay, this
Not
is...
a 2-stock.
This is where the boys become men.
Aiden
Ben
is
is
just looking
in
for that
rage mode.
Ben is just needs to avoid those up smashes. He's just
Is
throwing
that-
out.
that's
Ooh,
gonna do it.
Did not hold his shield out long enough to survive the forward smash. Aiden takes it with a concise and compelling 2-game win.
That was amazing. Even with the early SD, Aiden came back and truly proved himself. Now, how far Aiden can go on that momentum is really going to determine if he has a shot at winning the title.
I could not agree with you more, Jim.
Well, we got some time before the next match, so let's jump to another interview. Our correspondent has an interview with one of the fan favorites of the crowd. She is rooting for her boyfriend today, so let's go and take a look at that.
Man, is your throat killing you? I need some lozenges
Oh,
or
yeah.
something.
No, where's that
Yeah, man.
freaking intern?
Thank you for that studio analysis, Jedediah. Here I am with one of the bystanders, and I've heard you actually have a fan favorite in this tournament. Who is he?
I do. It's that guy right there.
The guy that looks a little squinty.
Some would say.
Yeah, from the back, he looks a little squinty. What do you think are his what do you think his ability to place highly in this tournament is?
I'm gonna give him the highest marks. He knows all the buttons and which ones to push.
The highest mark. You think he's gonna sweep the tournament?
Sweep it, no doubt.
You heard it here first. There is no way he's going to sweep the tournament. We'll see you back at the studio,
Lies.
Samantha.
Mark Zuckerberg!
Jeez!
You're live.
And we're back.
What an amazing interview. Thank you for that. Our next matchup, I believe, is Java Man.
This is the crowd favorite. This is what we've been waiting for.
Java Man versus, is this Stereos?
This is Asterios.
All right.
This is the matchup many have been waiting to see. Asterios is the guy that a lot of people said will go far in this tournament, but can he break the second place curse? We're not sure. This could go either way. Josh is a top tier contender. He is playing as his main Samus, and it looks like Asterios has also chosen his main Ganondorf.
Yeah, and I mentioned earlier how if he's going to want to win this, actually, he went Link.
He went Link?
I didn't even notice. He's in it to win it. You know, they don't call him the Miracle Mediterranean Man for nothing.
I couldn't agree more with you,
This man is going to pull out all the stops.
Did I just have like a minor stroke? I saw Samus as brown and I thought that was Ganondorf. That's racist.
Back to the match. Looks like neutral is...
Does that have to...
Do it in post.
Do it in post.
No. And if we can't do it in post, we'll do it in pre.
This is pre.
Back to the match. Neutral is pretty even. They're both feeling each other out with projectiles, but Stereos has gotten in a little bit on him. And looks like... oh.
Yeah, no. No, can you put me through to Johnson & Johnson Lawn Practices?
And they, oh gosh, the edge, oh jeez. This is an exciting matchup. They're both throwing stuff at each other.
How's it going? Look, I'm on air right now, so I can't.
Went for the bomb to charge shot.
I might have said something incredibly racist. Is there anything we can do about that?
Not a good trade for Stereos there, but I think he can win.
Can you
Yeah, I can do it.
You sure?
Yeah.
I know you're kind of a newbie.
Yeah, I'm fine. Looks like the edge guard on Stereos.
Zoom in on him. Cut the...
Looks like he's holding strong. He's got the percentage. He needs that finishing. Gosh, the spacing was so close on that.
No, it's not like I called him
went for the...
or something.
Went for the kill and missed the sweet spot, but that worked out for him. And with the dash attack, that'll take the first stock.
That's a line from
However, he is really high. He's going to need to do some work to take advantage of this. The one thing he does have is rage right now. Ooh, went for the air dodge read. And the back, or I think that was a neutral actually.
I have to pay a fine. That's what I want to know. It was on
so
the air.
we're back to the second stock here. Both of them are pretty low percentage, so this is going to be
that's what I'm wondering.
This is going to be a testament to see whose neutral game is better. Whose projectile game is going to win them this match.
No, I just said he was brown. That could be anything.
Right.
That's an earth
Josh
tone.
has lost his jump. Asterios is going deep with those down airs, though.
But he's playing as Link. Link is yellow. If I said he's yellow, is that also... Okay, I guess that is offensive. Okay.
Hey, you're still on air, dude. They can hear you.
What? Don't...
They just told me.
I gotta go.
You just got another fine for saying yellow.
Where's that intern?
Now it looks like went with the up B to try and finish him off, but unfortunately got punished for that.
Thanks for covering me, El, during that bathroom break. You know, when nature hits, it hits hard.
Yep. There's no woman that hits harder than Mother Nature.
That is true, except for Link. It looks like Asterios has taken the first round. Yep. Break out the lamb, break out the feta, just like Alexander. He's great, and this game is done. That is round one for Asterios.
It's game one.
Yes. Game one.
Yeah. It's just, I mean...
You backsassing me?
No.
Remember who signed your checks.
Not you.
Asterios has proven that he can do this now. He has that confidence, that momentum. If he can take that into the next game, I think he's got a shot. But he's got a long road ahead of him. He did not get the bye as some of the other players did. That is going to be detrimental to him.
Now, Samus is staying in the game here, so Josh has chosen not to counterpick. I don't know how many other characters he has, but I know Samus is definitely the one he chooses to go to the most. Now, this is interesting. The stage discussion that we had earlier. Omega stages tend to favor projectile-based players, so Josh usually has quite the advantage when people go only Omega on him. However, Asterios has neutralized his projectile game with his own and has been closing in on him, putting on the damage and hurt. This game, a good start for Josh, but
Asterios is looking for the windows of opportunity.
yeah,
here.
he's taking advantage, and waiting for some fanciness there with the
a
boomerang
little
play.
finessed.
Yep.
This is Asterios' time to shine. He needs to send a message to the rest of the competition that he means business. This can't be a little light and fluffy matchup here. Asterios needs to send a message that says, I am ready to win.
Yeah. And what we're looking at here is what I think Asterios needs to do is win edge guarding Samus. Good up smash,
Very
though,
good up
to
smash.
close out the first stock.
That is the type of top tier gameplay that you need to go all the way in this tournament. This is the best of the best here, and anything less than the best is for the rest.
Could not agree with you more, Jim. I was going to say, Josh has been known to do a rising forward air off the ledge to recover. If he's not careful, Asterios will pick up on that and punish him.
Yeah, and Asterios he's a chess player. He is going to look for his opportunities. He is going to try to read his opponent as best as he can. Asterios is just putting in the work right now. It is incredible with what he is doing.
The pressure is on. He is racking up that damage with those those up smashes. Sorry.
Are we going to see a 2-stock here, Al?
Potentially. He's got a lot of rage, and Samus is high enough. He's got the bomb out. That can really help him, lend him help with some combinations that'll put the hurt on Samus. Dash attack is not going to do it. He could have tried for something a little bit harder. Ooh, the whip
This is
grab.
coming in. This is going to do it. We are closing in on the end of this match.
Oh.
It is going to come down to the kill shot. Josh takes his opportunity and seizes it. You okay there?
Man,
You need to quit smoking there.
I felt that through the screen. That whiffed up B on the ground with that perfectly spaced forward smash was just too much.
Do you think Josh has a shot here? Can he run it back?
I would say no. He is out of here.
Break out the lamb, get the feta, just like Alexander. He's great. Asterios is going on to the next round.
Cannot agree with you more, Jim.
Sorry, you wanted me to say game, right?
No, round works there because they're jumping to the next round.
Oh.
That was a game 2, so.
Picky. Well, that was an exciting match. We're going to take a quick break to hear from our sponsors. Until then, we'll be back.
Until then, we'll be back.
Okay.
Is that the best you could think
It is
of?
a little bit of a stutter.
It's a little bit of a stutter.
Okay,
You made Matthew Fox. Wait, is Matthew Fox the
No, you're thinking of
Michael? Yeah, Matthew
Michael-
Fox is the guy from Lost,
Yeah,
right?
you're thinking of Michael J.
Michael
Fox.
J. You look like you're making Michael J. Fox look like smoothie, creamy peanut butter, man.
I'm a fan of crunchy peanut butter, actually.
I've been known to dabble with both. I like the all natural with the little oil on
Oh, the
top.
oil?
You gotta
That's how
mix
you
it
know
in.
it's
Oh,
the
for you
healthier
idiots,
kind,
you're
you know?
still
It
live.
doesn't
Get your
have
heads in the game.
all
Still
the
live.
trans fat.
No John 7 would like to thank our sponsor, the Idiopathic Back Study for IBS. Thank you.
I have IBS.
Our friend here is one of the silent sufferers of IBS, but he's not alone. Are you tired of running from having the runs? Embarrassed from having people pushing your stool after you rush to the restroom? Here at the Idiopathic Back Study for IBS, or as it's better known on the street as IBS for IBS, our goal is to discover the cause for this crappy condition. We're pushing against the stigma of people not wanting to hear about this situation, which stinks, but it's one worth the fight. Our duty at IBS for IBS is finding the cure and bringing a breath of fresh air to those afflicted. With your help, we can support the over 2 million silent sufferers to take back their porcelain throne. Here at IBS, we take the BS out of IBS.
I have a can-do attitude.
Have you read the article that's in the news in the media recently? These few years. Does Bruno Mars is gay?
Oh, you could glean anything off of that.
Live, Al.
Back on. Yeah, you got it.
Thanks, buddy.
Back to the matchups. Looks like we have Jeff and is that Cole?
Yes, Cole is one of the new. He's one of the newer newbie guys.
Yeah, he. I think his tag is Reppin' for Christ, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like he's going Cloud versus Jeff's Mario. Now, Jeff has gone several characters in the past, most notably as Link, as well as Roy, and Mario as well. So Mario
Jeff is a top tier player.
Sorry, not Marth. Looks like Mario. Excuse me.
Little Freudian slip there.
Yeah. Mario's a pretty solid character out of all those. So the most out of those three. So I think going as Mario for the tournament is a smart move.
Yeah. This should be an interesting matchup right here, Al. I think Jeff has a lot of teenage angst that is pent up within him. He has come so close to victory so many times, yet to be denied, either by simple mistakes or just not really playing at his top ability. And we've heard Jeff time and time again say that he would have won. He's played side games with most of the contenders, and he beats most of them, and he takes that into the rounds with him when he says that he could have beaten them. It'll be really interesting to see how he handles this win or this loss.
Now, in terms of a character matchup, Cloud does not fare terribly well against Mario. Ooh, smart recovery, missing the ledge sweet spot to actually hit Cloud off the ledge.
Incredible moves right there.
The only thing is he has to be careful. Cloud has had his limit for a long time. If he can capitalize on that, that'll definitely be a problem. Oh, forced to burn it. That's going to hurt him, actually.
That's an excellent move. That is when you're reading your opponent at its best.
Yeah, that was some dangerous ledge play by Cole. And, ooh, punished for that forward smash whiff. But a good tech to follow up. Kind of like stopping the bleeding at that point.
Yeah, at this point, it's really, the first stock could go to anybody, and it looks like it's going to go to Jeff.
A good down tilt to up air follow-up. It was pretty solid play by Mario. No air dodge, so he didn't have to worry about trying to read that.
Now, Jeff has to get the extra credit here if he wants to win.
Yeah, he's definitely going to, I think, one of Mario's strong suits is definitely early percentage on characters.
Yes.
Getting the higher percentages, he's going to have to work a little bit harder, but he has really good early game with that.
That's true.
If he can get in on Cloud here,
gotta love that pre-game, Al.
Yep. You know, he loves pre.
Yep. And Jeff is he's putting in the work right now. If Jeff can pull away and recover here, he might have a chance, but it's really going to come down to, can he play the defensive game? Jeff has to go in, strike, pull back, go back in and strike. It's going to be a lot of shield poking is the technical term for that.
Yep. Ooh.
And
got punished for that weak up air.
But 67% on Cloud. Jeff could easily take this. He's almost in kill range.
Yep. He does have his limit though. Is it weird? I just wanted to say the word pre in Obama's voice.
That's a strange urge there, Al.
Yeah. Moving on, looks like Cloud has, or back to the game rather, looks like Cloud is burned his limit and is in kind of a pickle right now.
He's close to kill range.
He's definitely in kill range with Cloud's lack of recovery options.
Can
and
Jeff
strength.
capitalize on that though?
Yeah, that was probably the weirdest hitbox I've ever seen for an up smash, but it got the job done. Did some percentage. Ooh. Did he? All right, so he had his
Jeff's
second
starting
jump.
to get him up against the wall.
I would love to see some cape action from Mario on the ledge.
That's not a
Cloud.
move that Jeff favors. I don't know if he's just not too privy with it, but it's not something. It's not a go-to for him.
He needs to build into Mario's move variety. He's one of the most diverse characters in this game. A flood and a cape with a fireball. He's got a projector. He's got a reflector. Ooh, good air dodge is the recover. And then he's also got a wind box
pusher. So, I mean, he's got a lot of moves.
He's got a lot of options.
Unfortunately, he fast fell through the ledge and then missed the point of no return.
Still incredible sportsmanship from Cole. He held out much longer than what I think Jeff was expecting.
Yeah.
And it's going to be that type of gameplay that pushes Jeff up to his limits.
Looks like we're going for a character change to Ike. Now, Ike is known in the Smash 4 community as a noob tube. For those of you who don't know, that is a call back to Call of Duty with the it was a small grenade attachment to a rifle or just a small grenade launcher in general that was used to kill people in one shot. It is generally seen as cheap and used by noobs, which is a new age term for a fresh or new gamer who is not very good. Going into the matchup, looks like the noob tube is working though and doing its damage, getting that early percentage of 78 on Mario.
You can see the look on Jeff's face. He is very focused right now, and he is in tune with what he's doing.
Ooh.
He wants the victory, and he doesn't want to just win the matchup. He wants to win the tournament.
Good counter to get back on stage, and I wanted to say, Jeff almost had the full Mario ladder up to the heavens.
That's a classic Mario move right there.
Yep.
Jeff is playing for keeps.
Unfortunately, that counter whiff was punished with a forward smash to take the stock. Oh, but
And
the Roland
it is
was
even,
punished.
dead even.
Right back at him. Now, something that Jeff doesn't know about the stage selection, he was one of the people who was for just Omega, is that Mario's ladder combo actually is very effective and is favored in stages with platforms because you can take the characters up higher and higher, refresh your jumps, and then take them up to the blast zone on the top of the screen.
Incredible.
Unfortunately, Jeff doesn't know that or has practiced that technique, so unfortunately that will be detrimental to his gameplay.
But we're coming very close to a 2-stock. Jeff means absolute business.
They both only have 1 stock left.
Oh,
Good fireball, though.
don't do coke.
Cole is in a bad position right now. Ooh, went for the turnaround.
And
Unfortunately,
that is going to do it.
Jeff had a good shield. Yep.
Excellent win.
That was a solid 2-0 victory over Cole. I've noticed a pattern forming within this tournament, where every time someone counterpicks to a different character after losing their first game, they have not been able to overcome that hill and win the second game. So that'll be interesting to look forward to throughout the rest of the tournament and seeing if that pattern holds through.
Excellent assessment, Al. And Jeff is here to play business. Like, Jeff came into the stadium, laser focused. He is not monkeying around. There's no funny business here. He refused interview. He has not shown up to the press conferences. He is in it to win it. And we have to respect him for that. However, we do have our correspondent who is going to try to secure that interview with him. Let's cut to him.
What?
Yeah, any comment for this year's tournament as our host?
Again next year.
He'll win next
what?
year. You heard
You
it
can't
here, folks.
fucking say that. Like, cut the
Thanks again,
feed. Cut. Go to the commercial.
Hi, I'm Ted Snyder, president of FairHouseDeals.com. If you need to sell your house fast and want a fair all-cash offer, give us a call. We buy houses in any condition, and we can close fast in as little as 7 days on your schedule and on your terms. We pay all the closing costs, and unlike with using a realtor, there's no expensive commissions to pay. When you work with us, you can be assured that we'll do what we say we do. We put our money where our mouth is, because at Fair House Deals, our core values are honesty, integrity, respect, and doing what we say we'll do. Give us a call today, see how we can help you sell that house that's become a burden in your life. We can turn your unwanted house into cash and give you peace of mind. Looking forward to talking.
How's it going, dudes?
Welcome back to No John 7. We're just about to begin round 2. If you're just tuning in, we have a quick recap of round 1.
The first matchup between Mario and Nate was amazing, I have to say. Back and forth between the first match going to Mario, second game going to Nathan, and then the last game, game 3. My goodness. 2-stock Nathan. Mario just swept him there.
We really saw Mario shine. He is primed and he is ready to go to win this competition. It was round 3 where we saw Mario really show what he's made out of.
Incredible.
In round 2, Dan versus Kyle, this was the nail biter. It's hard to believe that this was such an early match in the game. It was phenomenal. One of the best matches I've ever seen. It went down to the very final hit, back and forth. It came down to a simple mistake by Kyle that cost him the victory.
Hearts were palpitating everywhere. The next matchup was Aiden versus Ben. Now, Aiden had an early SD that we thought was going to be detrimental, but from that moment, he did not lose a single stock. He just destroyed Ben after that.
He rose from the ashes like a phoenix, and he went walking on to the next round. Then we saw the crowd favorite, Asterios versus Josh. Asterios is trying to break the second place curse, and today we saw what he could do. Taking an early 2-0 victory, Asterios is primed and ready to take on his next opponent.
He looked incredibly solid. I'm excited to see what he's going to do in round 2.
He was more solid than the last time I pooped, Al.
The last match of round 1 was Jeff versus Cole, which was, at least in my eyes, pretty one-sided. Jeff looks primed and ready to take this game.
Jeff meant business, and of course, he wants to win this. He doesn't want third place, second place, he's gunning for first.
And the 3 buys for round 1 were Live Long Die Never, Peter Drama himself J Guy, and I can't believe it's not Captain Butters.
Live Long Die Never, because of high practice scores and immense talent, received a bye in the first round.
All buys were random. Alright, let's get started with round 2. Jim?
We have Jason versus Mario. This should prove to be a matchup of the Titans.
Indeed. Quick note, buys were incredibly and utterly random. So
random if you don't have talent.
It was luck of the draw.
Moving on, we can see that Jason is primed and ready to go.
Looks like Mario is sticking with Robin. Now, Jason does not have a lot of Robin experience. Looks like he's actually going Yoshi this time. He has a couple of characters that he switches in between. Yoshi, at least in my opinion, is probably his most consistent.
Well, he is the better of the 2 Waltart boys, so we'll see if he can pull out a victory here.
That's up to debate.
If there is one person who can beat Mario in this tournament, I strongly would vote for Jason.
Now, the only thing I'm worried about for Jason's sake is that, one, Mario is coming into this game hot. He had a strong 3-game match against Nathan, and he's all warmed up. Jason is going into this cold, so he has yet to play a game yet.
But if you look on the face of Jason right now, he is cool as a cucumber. We had an interview earlier with his girlfriend, and despite the fact that she doesn't necessarily believe in him, he still seems very confident.
In spite of that, I believe that he will pull a victory out of here.
And he is coming out the gate strong. He hasn't taken a single hit yet, and Robin is getting worked on.
He is. Now, I said this earlier, I don't think Jason has much Robin experience, but on the flip side of that coin, I don't think Mario has much Yoshi experience. Both of these characters are not widely played. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. Robin is actually played quite frequently in high-level Smash, but the pool of people here at No John's don't have a lot of experience with him. However, Yoshi, on all fields and across the board, not a lot of people play him. So we're gonna see if Jason can capitalize on that today.
And Mario is looking for those weaknesses right now. You can see the look on Mario's face. He is studying Jason. Jason, who got out an early lead, is going to need to capitalize on that percentage to get that early kill.
Looks like it's still pretty even. They're both in kill range, so whoever can get the first stock will really tell about the rest of this game and see who can get the first victory.
It should be interesting to see. We are seeing Jason put in the work right now. He is trying to ledge guard and keep Mario from coming back. And again, Mario is using the tag Astro. I think he is making a call out, and Jason takes the early kill.
I was worried for a second because Jason had a slight flub with a side B egg roll. when he was edge guarding, but luckily he was able to finish out the stock.
Is he getting
good DI?
Very
Jason's
good.
still living, but Mario is just one strong hit away.
This is
from
where
ending his stock.
Jason needs to capitalize on that extra credit. If he does not get the extra credit on Mario, the longer the game goes on, the more
That's going to be the first stock.
and the more Mario figures out about his opponent.
Yeah. Well, I think both of these players get better the longer they play, so we'll have to see who does the better job at figuring out their opponent.
They're a neural net processor, a learning machine.
One's Intel, one's AMD. The question is, who's Intel? Because that's going to win.
Versus AMD?
Yeah.
What are you, in the 90s?
Looks like this game is going strong.
It's all about NVIDIA, dog.
And, NVIDIA's processor.
Yeah, it is.
It's a
You
GPU.
put it in the computer.
That's a GPU. I'm talking about CPUs.
Oh, well, I use AMD.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you think
As my
NVIDIA
graphics
is
card.
well. Yeah.
Fantastic
Yeah.
gameplay going on here.
How's it going?
You okay there, buddy? You want a pen and paper to write down your thoughts?
I think I'm okay, Jim.
Are
But
you
thanks
sure?
anyways.
You're a little strokey right now. I could get you a little. We can do it the old-fashioned way. You don't have to use the fancy tablets to, have your notes.
That's a phone.
You want a? Well, it's more like a phablet. I can give you a little pen and paper. You can write down your thoughts. Get them all together.
Could not agree with you more, Jim.
And it looks like we are coming down to the wire. Jason is in kill zone. If he wants to beat Mario, he needs to play defense right now and look for the opportunities he can to take it. They're both at over 100%, and it's really going to come down to who gets that punch.
Looking back at the match, it looks like both of them are within kill range. Either one of them, if they get a strong hit, will put the other player's stock in the grave.
Just like your third grade pet, these guys are looking to be put down. It's going to come down to simple mistakes like peeing on the carpet.
Don't bring up Handsome Bob.
I will try not to. And Jason is hanging on a wing and a prayer right now. It's going to come down to whoever can get this hit. Jason needs to ledge guard right now. His life depends on it.
I think both their lives depend on it, Jim.
It's kind of true.
All right, a good forward air. Defending. That's
is that gonna? Mario takes round one.
That was a strong up air to cover the ledge. The platform landing. Unfortunately, Jason did not air dodge that to dodge it, and Mario takes the first game with that.
Very good.
I'm curious to see where they're gonna go to next. I'm possibly thinking about them having a stage change and or character change.
Well, I happened to look away at the precise moment Jason chose his character.
So did I. And we're going back.
Wow, they are running it back. I think this is a foolish mistake by Jason. I think that this might cost him the game and even the tournament at this point. I think a counter pick was detrimental. Jason has a strong arsenal of Smash characters.
Wait, did you think it was detrimental or like necessary?
It's detrimental.
That means it's bad.
Yeah, it's detrimental to him being successful in this match.
So choosing a different character would have been detrimental, or it's detrimental that he didn't choose?
It's detrimental that he did not choose. Do you see your degree on the wall? I see your GED.
They gave you a degree.
Back to the match. It looks like Jason is getting worked on right now. Mario has taken a lot of percentage on him. Over here.
I would have been excited to see Jason swap out his character for maybe Cloud. He has a pretty strong Cloud that he plays as. And I'm trying to remember. I think he has... unfortunate. That SD is going to hurt him, even though he was high percentage.
And Mario is in low percentage right now. This could be the end for Jason.
If Jason doesn't stop this momentum, Mario's going to run away with this game and match.
It is incredible to see a strong player like Jason just being worked on. This goes to show you the sheer talent that Mario has. If Jason cannot take Mario down, I think Mario will go all the way.
That is, I would say, a pretty strong observation, but I don't doubt it at the same time. Now, Jason he needs to find an in for the neutral game. He's been struggling this entire time just getting chip shots.
Mario's been the one mostly just hitting him hard.
Is the curse of the girlfriend going to live on? Is he not going to make it any farther because of her?
This is not looking good for Jason. We'll see how he can get away with this. Looks like that up air was not enough. Went for the hard forward air.
Ooh,
but
he is getting...
We are still living here at No John 7.
He's getting thrown around like a rag doll in a washing machine.
Oh, the roll and read.
That's going to do it.
Oh, a convincing 2-stock for the second game. 2-0 to Mario.
Mario takes the victory, and he is ready for his next opponent. Jason, unfortunately, with the bye, was not able to clutch out a victory. He'll have to go and be consoled by his girlfriend. Well, we're going to go to a quick interview right now, and we'll jump right back in after that.
If you bring up that GED thing again, I'm going to end you and make it look like an accident. Okay?
Here we are at the Smash 4 Championship Tournament. We are awaiting the arrival of one of the contenders right now, Evan Gallagher, also known as Live Long Die Never. Hopefully he will be coming soon. Oh, here he is now. Evan, do you have any comments about a rumor where you injured your hand?
No comment, thank you.
What is with the gloves? Why are you wearing gloves?
I've played with gloves before. No comment.
You have any...
No, thank you. Have a good one. Take care.
You heard it here first. Evan has gravely injured his hand. Back to you at the studio, Anthony.
Hey, did you watch that Netflix documentary on Gene Garofalo's expedition to Everest?
What on earth are you talking about?
The Explorer. You know, she went to Everest.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
You need to get cultured, man.
You're live.
Get on Netflix.
Dang it, you boys ain't right.
Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed that interview. That was a fantastic last round. We saw Jason unfortunately hit the road. We are jumping straight into Dan versus Aiden. This is going to be the sheer battle of youth versus talent.
Looks like Dan is actually changing up his character selection this time. Instead of going Robin, he's going to counterpick with Corrin.
Very interesting. So we have two Advance Wars characters going at it.
Oh, and they're picking Lylat. Interesting. Oh, it's Omega. Never mind.
You got a little hyped up for that Star Fox reboot, didn't you there, buddy?
I was like, looking at Dan, I would not think he would want to go to Lylat unless it was Omega. So now that I'm thinking that, it makes sense.
You kidding? Citizens of Star Fox don't even want to go to Lilac.
It's true. Now, Dan is doing a really good job outspacing Cloud right now.
It's incredible the damage that Aiden has taken so quickly in this match.
Yeah. The thing that Dan is doing really well is not letting Aiden get in too close. Unfortunately, he did not avoid that slash, but it was only a little bit of damage, so it's not too detrimental to him.
But here's Aiden's chance to shine. We saw in his match versus Ben that it's going to really come down to staying cool and collected. Sometimes Aiden can get a little overconfident. That's going to cost him the game with a player like Dan.
Yeah. I think Dan should have gone with a down throw instead of an up throw, but looks like that might do it. Oh, not quite. He wasn't able to get the follow-up.
I know, it's always scary when the character is stunned. You have milliseconds to react on it, but those seconds when you are stunned feel like forever.
Yeah. Now, Aiden has gotten limit. Oh, good jump over. That was pretty smart. Oh, early up B, but he was able to drift back because of that. So
and Aiden's chipping away right now. He's going little by little. That's what's probably going to win Aiden this game.
Yeah, now, ooh. Just regular get up does not beat forward smash, unfortunately.
It's true.
I was going to say, Aiden has brought this game back, even though Dan had a really early lead. So I'm excited to see if Aiden's able to bring back this stock and take it out pretty quickly before Dan gets too much extra credit on him.
That's the thing. Watching Dan play, he is a player that can read his opponents. He's playing 3 steps ahead of everybody else.
Doing the hokey pokey right now, going back and forth.
They're going to turn themselves about, but Aiden is not going to get that kill.
I think in order for Aiden to be successful, good enough to take the stock, I think he needed that, and he has limit. So right now, for me, this is still pretty even.
It could be anyone's game. Dan is going to have to play a little bit defensive.
I think what Aiden needs to do is he needs to be careful not to SD. Unlike Ben, traded.
that was interesting, at least. I don't know about you, but I think Dan needs to. Aiden needs to be careful not to SD, because Dan is not the kind of player who will allow him to come back from that.
That's true, and if he SD'd right here, the match would be over.
Yep, last stock right now, both pretty even in percentage, right in that mid percent where they're just out of combo now, combo damage, so they're looking to get the kill.
It's really interesting to me to see a character from Kingdom Hearts in a Smash Brothers Nintendo game.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Corrin is actually from Fire Emblem.
Oh, really? Well, you learn something new every day.
And Cloud is from Final Fantasy. So they're actually both non-Nintendo characters, interestingly enough. The battle of DLC right now. Now, Cloud
I didn't pay for it, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, went for the finishing touch. If he had connected, that would have been the match. With 71% on Corrin at the time, that would have beaten him.
But Aiden is hanging on. He is trying to, if you look at Aiden, he is trying to hang on, and he did it!
Takes the first game.
Wow! Aiden playing in a very, very incredible game.
Man, the crowd
paced it.
The crowd is on Aiden's side right now. They are on the side of the young underdog.
And Aiden is the underdog in this match, and he proved himself right here to be a contender in this tournament.
Now, looks like there's not going to be a character change, but there is going to be a stage change. And if I saw with my eyes correctly, I'm correct. It is not Omega. It is now a battlefield without Omega. So we're going to have platforms to play with.
That's going to prove to be a difficult feat to overcome. It's going to be really interesting to see what Aiden does here.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious to see how Corrin uses these platforms, because with her what is that thing called? It's like the stabby thing.
Oh, the limit break.
No, that's Cloud. I'm talking about Corrin. He's got the little pokey thing that he jumps and.
Oh, the unicorn move.
Kind of like a unicorn. He jumps and he does like a little jump, and then he stabs the ground and he pincers. Yeah, he just did it right now. Yeah, that thing. I don't remember what it's called, but that can be pretty cool with the platform usage, and he can just fly around the stage. So I'm excited to see how Dan uses that.
And Aiden is trying to get his percentage up right now.
Yep.
But Aiden is close to kill range.
He has limit though, so he's dangerous right now. Increased attributes and really strong finishing moves. We'll see if he can connect and put Dan's first stock in the grave. Oh, prematurely uses that cross slash, unfortunately, to no avail.
This is the difference between these two players. As I mentioned earlier, wow, incredible kill by Dan.
Aiden did not read that spacing just right. The timing was just off on it.
Well, that's what I was saying. So Aiden, unlike Dan, is not thinking 3 or 4 steps ahead of his opponent. He's not reading him. Aiden's a strong fighter, but Dan is reading his opponent, and that's what's going to really win this tournament.
Now, Aiden is juggling him right now. We'll see if Dan can get back in the neutral, and looks like he does. Let's see. It looks like he's going to try to space him out, but Cloud has his own projectiles, so not as effective as if it was just a melee character, perhaps like Marth or another character like that. Oh, good.
Ooh, incredible.
Good hit. Got him stuck.
And Aiden is once again in limit. Yep. Corrin is in high percentage, and that's going to do it to take Dan's stock.
The sidestep into up smash, that was an interesting sight to see.
But Dan has plenty of extra credit on Aiden right now. It's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. Aiden, if 17%. He wants to take this round, he cannot give Dan the third match option. He has to win here.
Ooh. Bad recovery, laggy land.
DI could have saved him on that, and it didn't look like he banked on it.
I don't know if DI would have saved that. That was a pretty strong... He charged the up smash a little bit, so that was going to really send him up to the heavens.
I guess so, Al, because apparently they're going into match number 3.
Yep, game 3 here. I'm excited to see how this turns out. We're not sure about the stage selection. I'm guessing that Aiden's going to want to go Omega. Looks like he does. So this will be pretty neutral. This is, however, an Omega without any sidewalls. So at least in my mind, that actually puts Aiden at a disadvantage, because Cloud's recovery is probably one of his weakest points. And he can wall jump, which actually helps him get back to ledge a lot safer and a lot quicker.
Yep. And we saw Aiden
again
with the early SD. That might cost him everything at this point.
Ooh, I said it earlier. If Aiden SDs, Dan is not the kind of player who's gonna just let that go. There's no homie stocks here at No John 7.
We'll just see if Aiden's No John 7 career goes down here in the mines of Minecraft.
Now it looks like Aiden is doing all right. He's not too high.
A prayer.
But he needs to clear out this stock quickly if he wants any chance of taking a victory here.
And again, Aiden is a stellar player. It's just simple mistakes that keep him out of the game.
Yeah. Now, that was not safe, so Aiden was able to capitalize on that and punish, cleaning out that last stock, but he already has 70%.
It's going to take a lot of work. He's going to need to hit his limit quickly and attack fiercely.
Well, he just used his limit. He just burned it. So for 17%, I don't know if that was worth it. He might have just wanted to keep that and able to keep the boost of for attributes and stats on it. Just a little bit will help him catch up and then maybe use it as a finishing touch.
And Dan has him up against the ropes right now.
Able to get back to ledge, though. That was important. He was in a tricky situation there.
And Aiden, he's putting in the work. He's already at 100%, and Dan is still not even at 40. It's going to really come down to a defensive game at this point.
Yeah, he needs to play it safe, and those attacks against shield are not safe.
His recoveries are going to be detrimental at this point.
Ooh, strong shield. Oh, and just outspaced. Dan got a little lucky there. Wouldn't have killed, but definitely put some damage.
Dan went in for the punish, but no dice.
Looks like Dan was looking for that roll-in read, but Aiden was not giving it to him.
That's gonna do it. That was brutal.
He was just disintegrated. He just disappeared from the stage. That's going to end that matchup between Aiden and Dan. Dan being the victor.
Dan once again proving to be an excellent Smash player across the board. Aiden, again, buddy, keep up the good work. Keep trying hard. Come back again next year.
We believe in you.
Well, we do have some time before the next match, so let's go to a word from our sponsor.
Can you believe that someone would sponsor this? What kind of person would sponsor this video?
Oh, you're telling me. Jeez. Do you know, what was your cut? I got 80%.
80%?
All ad revenue, too.
I got like 15.
Wow, so that means only 5% went to charity? This is a charity fight.
This is for charity?
Yeah, didn't you read your contract?
No John 7 would like to thank our sponsor, Super JK Bros Play. Hi, I'm internet personality Just Kyle. I belong to the incredible trio that make up Super JK Bros. Now, making YouTube videos on the internet is difficult, and if I'm being honest, it's been rough. We've invested thousands in production equipment, top-of-the-line gaming rigs, Facebook advertising, snacks, and credit cards. Like many of you, we thought our charming personalities and gaming abilities would launch into YouTube stardom. And like many of you, it didn't. After 3 years, our total ad revenue of $18 is not enough to cover the insurmountable investments and/or debt that we've accumulated, as well as unforeseeable cost of living expenses. For example, my mom asking for rent. Our only hope of not going to prison is you, our fans, all 701 of you. All 635 of you. So please, consider donating to those in need. Us. Thank you.
You see my headset?
No. What am I, your mom?
Dude, I just fell asleep. Where the heck is it?
You're supposed to be a responsible employee. Take care of your stuff. You think that stuff is cheap?
I even left. How did I lose it?
Look,
do you have like a spare?
Just use the interns.
What are these? These look like they were made for a
The
toddler.
last time you're live.
We're live. Hi, I'm Jim Carrey 23.
And I'm Al Cappuccino. Welcome back to No John 7.
We got an exciting round coming up here. It looks like this is Asterios versus Captain Butters.
Now, hopefully this won't be too slippery of a fight for Asterios fighting Captain Butters.
Well, Asterios, he's a Smash veteran. He knows what he's doing. Even though he's a newcomer to this tournament, he has a high skill set.
Yeah. We'll see how he does against Captain Butters. I don't know much about his play style or level of experience, but usually the first stock is one that definitely shows what kind of player they are.
Yeah, the first stock is very critical.
Are they the kind that just goes in for the kill quick or SDs immediately? Apparently, he's the latter.
Wow. That's not something you see every day. We haven't seen a move like that since Aiden.
Yeah. Interesting to see, though, or note, rather, if Captain Butters can bring it back just like Aiden did. Aiden came back from that and didn't lose a stock afterwards.
Aiden did fantastic in his first round. Unfortunately, he lost to Dan in the previous round. But Captain Butters has a lot of work to put in. Asterios is going to town on him right now. Asterios is hungry for that victory.
Asterios is a bit more solid of a player than Ben is, unfortunately, for Ben's sake. Not for Asterios, so it'll be a lot harder for Butters to come back from this detrimental SD.
It's incredible that something like that happens. It's mistakes like that that truly, truly cost you your place in the tournament.
This isn't friendlies. This is a tournament.
Yep, and if you say it 3 times, you must really mean it. Asterios is not going to go easy on him. He's not going to give him a handicap SD out of just sportsmanship. Asterios is here to mean business, and it looks like Asterios is taking it. That has got to be a record. I think that might have been the fastest win we have ever seen at a No John 7 tournament.
We still have a lot of tournament to go, so we'll see if there's any that are a bit faster, if not faster.
Asterios is looking very confident right now. It looks like they're kind of negotiating a bit on the field. Captain Butters seems to be saying he's going to stay focused. Looks like we have some sort of streaker on the field. He's in the mooning position.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, Asterios is looking over for security right now. He is not thrilled about that. He wants that guy out of his face.
Hopefully he'll move quickly. Now, I'm curious to see. Sometimes first games, they're just not your game. I'm interested to see how Captain Butters comes back in this second game. Is he the kind that's just going to take a first stock quickly again, or is he the kind that's going to SD first stock once more?
You just never know, Al.
That'll show a true pattern. Now, I don't think so. The odds of that happening again in a second game
they're
are
very
astronomical.
poor. But as you've pointed out before, every person who has countered pick thus far has not gone on to win the tournament.
So he has a bit of...
Or their round, I should say.
He has a bit of a, should I say, commentator's curse if that happens again.
It's true.
This game doesn't look too bad.
Are you kidding me?
Never mind. Once again, Captain Butters
and he was putting the work in on Asterios.
Ooh.
That could have been an easy early kill for him, and now Asterios has the upper hand.
He could have recovered from that, I believe. The angle of his Firebird, if he angled it at a diagonal, he probably could have grabbed ledge.
That horizontal dash did not help him out. This is the position Asterios wants to be in. If you look closely, Asterios has a slight smirk on his face. He is confident that he is moving forward in this next round.
That was slick, using the tornado wind box to bring in the up smash. I like that. I feel like this whole game, and again with that, with the down B.
Is that enough for Asterios to win it? It's close, but no cigar.
Ooh, the dash attack finishes off the match.
But that will do it. Asterios takes another round.
I would have been excited to see Captain Butters play with 2 stocks and not 1 stock each game, because that would have been
very interesting.
I saw some glimmers of hope in his game style, a little bit of excitement.
But again, that match was over before it even started. I think that is not only a record, but that is the fastest matchup that we have ever seen here at No John 7. That just goes to show you that Asterios means business.
He's not one to sleep on, or SD on, for that matter.
You got that right, Al. Well, we have a few minutes before our next competitors take
bit of excitement.
But again, that match was over before it even started. I think that is not only a record, but that is the fastest matchup that we have ever seen here at No John 7. That just goes to show you that Asterios means business.
He's not one to sleep on, or SD on, for that matter.
You got that right, Al. Well, we have a few minutes before our next competitors take... Me personally, I like Danny better.
You know, I lost interest after John left, so it's just not the same.
Hey, Al Cappuccino, you're live.
Oh, hey, I'm Jim Carrey 23, and welcome back to No John 7.
And I'm Al Cappuccino. Next matchup is between, I believe, Live Long, Die Never and El Jefe.
And Live Long Night Never, otherwise known as Evan, he has been, a little under the radar right now. He's been trying to hide a hand injury. He's
speculated
hand injury, but he is the people's choice. And so this is an exciting round to see. If I know him, he's going to pick Sonic as his main. Looks like Jeff has gone Link. This could be a battle for the ages.
I'm guessing the strategy for Jeff is run and gun here. Evan, so the Sonic matchup is really easy if you have projectiles. Just shoot the crap out of him. He can't control.
Evan is not taking this line down. He is putting the work in on Jeff.
Yep.
Jeff is already in high percentage.
Full 5%. Oh, now he's almost doubled it to 9.
It's unbelievable. I cannot believe that Evan is putting Jeff to the works like this. Jeff is up against the ropes and has no idea what's hitting him.
Are we watching
this is incredible. I have never seen gameplay like this. Jeff is sweating. He has nearly lost his first stock, and we are about 30 seconds into this round. It is one for the ages, folks.
And that'll move the chains.
What the crap does that mean?
I don't know. I just thought I'd start saying random stuff like you.
You throwing like chains? Like you need to start singing Amazing Grace here? You're gonna go down that route?
No, it's a football reference.
Okay, well, I guess we know which one of us is racist. It looks like Evan is working. Yep. Jeff has no idea what's hit him. I can't believe that Evan is playing with his food the way that he is, and Evan takes that early first stock.
Jeff catches Evan with the up smash.
This is incredible. The crowd is going wild right now. If there is a hand injury on Evan, it is not stopping him. The Titan is proving once again that he is invincible.
You know, I'd actually believe if he had a real hand injury with the way he's playing.
If you can take a quick zoom up, I don't know how much we can, zoom up on that and enhance, but you can see that his finger is bandaged. It looks like this injury is real. Everything that we have been speculating thus far is accurate, but it is not slowing Evan down in the least. He is putting the time in on Jeff, and Jeff has no idea what to do. He is running left and right and getting the dirt beat out of him.
I thought that was just a publicity stunt, but maybe I would believe actual injury with the amount of just terrible gameplay I'm seeing.
I can't believe that he, even with this injury, if there was the people's choice, it is him. Send him that invitational to the 2018 E3 Nintendo Smash Bros. Tournament because he is ready.
I think the only way people would dislike Sonic more is if he was Bayonetta.
What? People love the Sega characters. And Evan takes it! That was a phenomenal first round. Once again, the MVP here. Evan, clearly pulling ahead of the competition with a very easy 2-stock. We will see if Jeff goes for the counter pick there, Al.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jeff picked another character because he's bored with how easy that one was.
And it looks like there is no counter pick. Evan is going with one of his favorites, Wily's Castle.
That is probably the most honest and truthful thing you said this entire match.
Evan, again, is coming out of the gate very strong, and he is going to be putting in the time on Jeff.
Now, if by time you mean a punch card, he would be getting 0 hours at $0 pay.
Well, Evan is one of those players that never ceases to amaze. He always comes out the gate strong. He is the MVP and the people's choice. Send him that invitation, Nintendo, because he is ready for E3 2018 to play the new Smash Bros. Game.
That would be pretty cool to go play the new game.
Well, he was the people's choice in 2014.
Is that the people's choice for, like, most likely to fail?
No, it was people's choice as in crowd favorite. And he is the crowd favorite right now. The crowd is going nuts over this match. Evan is looking to take a very early stock from Jeff. Jeff is sweating. He has no idea what to do at this time.
The crowd favorite for who they like to make fun of the most. I get it.
Evan is one of those players that, even despite that hand injury, which we can now see is confirmed, I don't know how much we can enhance on that image, but if we can zoom up, we can clearly see, and Evan takes another stock, amazing, but you can clearly see the bandage on Evan's hand.
Well, his hands are below the desk, so I'm not sure you can see that. But
Well, you know, it's just the camera's got to zoom up a little
I
bit.
mean, the way he's playing, I would believe a hand injury.
And that hand injury is not slowing him down. Once again, we are seeing the Titan at his absolute best. I know you're lost for words, Al, but these matches only come around once in a millennia. Evan is one of those fantastic players. This is what No John 7 is all about. There was rumors going around that this hand injury could be detrimental, and it looks like Evan takes it. What a phenomenal show! That hand injury did not stop him at all. He is actually bowing out early from this competition. He is shaking hands with competitor Jeff. He is giving him his seat to go the next round. That's the types of sportsmanship you only see at No John 7. And with something like that, there's nothing else to say. So let's just go to a word from our sponsors.
Is it over? Did you lose?
No John 7 would like to thank our sponsor, Akrami Neighborhood Orchards.
Have you ever grown anything and had a taste of it and thought, this grew out of the ground in my yard or off of a tree on my land, and I'm eating it and I can't believe that this has happened? It really connects us to where our food comes from, and that's an exciting thing. So this channel exists to give you, the home gardener, the home orchardist, you don't know where to turn or how to do these different things, and so then you end up not doing them at all, and that's really the sad thing. It really gives you a sense of I don't know, meaning, or connects you to the food that you consume, and really there's nothing better.
Wow, what a great product. I can't see myself living a day without that.
Do I really have to read this? I mean, it's like... Do I have to say it with gusto, or do I just have to verbatim?
Hey, dimwit, carry 23, you're live.
Wow, what an amazing product.
Yeah, incredible.
Well, I don't know if you're as excited as I am, but we are approaching the highlight of the tournament.
Oh, yeah.
This is the semifinals.
The semifinals are where the cream of the crop come and gather together in No John 7.
I couldn't agree more with you, Al, and I'm so clenched I could crack a walnut.
Wow, I could probably crack a coconut if I wanted to.
Fantastic. Well, I bet you are just dying to see how this tournament plays out and go into the semifinals. But we have an extra special, extraordinary halftime performance by the one,
the only, Bruno Mars!
No John 7 and the NSA are proud to bring you, for the first time ever performing at a Smash event, here he is, Bruno Mars! That was Bruno Mars. Now back to the action at No John 7.
No, so what I'm saying, it's if you look at it, all you have to do is refer 3 or 4 other friends. You have other friends, right?
Yeah, this seems like a pyramid scheme.
No, I mean a pyramid would involve a...
Quit trying to sell your water filters. You're live.
What a fantastic performance by the notorious Bruno Mars.
Man, he never fails to disappoint.
He sure brings the funk uptown.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we are closing in on the end of our tournament. We are entering into the semifinals, and we have a quick recap of round 2, just so you're ready to go into that.
Yeah. So round 2 started with the Epitome of You versus J-Guy. And while that was just an incredible match, the Epitome of You just squeaked out the win.
Unfortunately for Jason, a veteran player of this tournament, he was eliminated in the second round.
The next match we had was Dandolf versus Aiden and Company. Now, this one was a bit closer than I expected.
Aiden, although being young, he proved he's one of the top 10 contenders. However, unfortunately, some careless actions led to an early elimination. Keep trying, buddy. We'll hope to see you again next year.
I'm excited to see him coming in. Dandolf took the win there.
And now, it was Asterios versus Captain Butters. I have never in all my years seen 2 matches go by as quickly as these did. Asterios cleaned house and wiped the butter off the floor.
Oh, yeah. Butter side down on that one.
And finally, the crowd favorite, Live Long, Die Never. What an extraordinary performance by him. I don't think there's anything else we could say about somebody who has so much charm, charisma, and cool collectiveness. He is a one-of-a-kind player, and most definitely the greatest of our time.
Unfortunately, his ego is not big enough to give him actual skill, and he fell to El Jefe in the last round of round 2.
Regardless of that, we have our correspondent who is just about ready to take us into the semifinals. He is on the show floor right now with one final report before we head into the semifinals of No John 7.
Was that really all of the halftime show we could afford?
Oh, yeah.
How much of the budget did that take?
A lot. Because I'm getting a pretty significant cut. And there's charity. I thought we'd get him for charity. That, like, if you had asked me, what kind of A-list celebrity does not do something like this for charity?
Maybe we should have told him it was for crippled kids. Thank you for that studio analysis. Thank you for that studio analysis, Orville. Here we are in the semifinals of this tournament. An exciting day so far. We have Mario playing Dan. And we have Jeff playing Asterios. Who will win? Nobody knows. My guess is that Asterios and Mario will be in the finals. I have never been wrong about these things. You can trust me. Thank you. We'll see you back at the studio. Randy. What Game Grumps reference should we do next?
Have you used Hoshi yet?
No, I don't think we should do Said Hoshi.
That would be a good one.
Yeah.
Maybe during like the losers bracket, third place.
Yeah, you know, that's
really
the
good.
sad part.
Every dang time. You're live.
Hi, and thank you so much for that analysis. Wow, that guy has just got the words.
Yes, he does. He might not have the hair, but he has the words. Well, we are now into the semifinals of No John 7, and we have 2 of our strongest competitors facing off. We have Dan the Man versus Mario. Mario has been the golden boy of this tournament, and he is hoping to walk away with an easy win.
Yeah, Dan, a newcomer to the scene, tore through the tournament so far, defeating crowd favorite Just Kyle, and strangely enough, just took an easy win in round 2 versus Aiden. That guy, he's just hit or miss sometimes, you know?
Yeah. And Mario is going to be his biggest challenge yet. If Dan can get past Mario, he has a strong chance at taking the whole competition.
This'll determine whether Dan is that unmovable object versus the unstoppable force of Mario.
And once again, Mario is donning the name Astro. I believe he is calling out his longtime personal friend. He wants to see him in the semifinals.
No. Well,
this is the semifinals. He wants to see him in the finals.
In the finals, yes. Now, if we go to the reporter's guess or prediction, that would be the case. Mario versus Asterios.
And 60% of the time, he's right every time. Well, it looks like Dan is definitely putting the work in, but Mario is running away with this contest.
It's pretty even neutral right now. Both these characters have pretty strong neutral game. So we'll have to see who can get the first opening and really take advantage. Looks like Mario has done that, though.
And it looks like Dan, he's really trying to find that opening with Mario. Mario, this entire tournament, has not given a lot of space for their competitors to figure them out. In the first round, Nate did have somewhat of an edge on him in the second fight. However, Mario quickly blocked that out, and since then, he has been running away with the competition.
Yeah. Now it'll be interesting to see how these two play against each other. This matchup, Corrin versus Robin.
I know Corrin is one of those hydrogenous characters, but I don't know if it's just a matchup for Robin.
Well, actually, they're both. They're both. They either skin will change gender.
Incredible. Well, it looks like Dan just took the first kill of the game by getting himself dead.
Yep. Now it'll be important to see if Dan can come back and clean up this stock relatively quickly.
And this is where Mario has been thriving throughout the entire day so far, is he's taking advantage of that lead in the second stock.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of spam of projectiles and a lot of really random smash attacks from Dan, and I don't see that as a good game plan to win.
No, it typically isn't, especially this late in the game, but it looks like Dan just got the kill that he needed with only a 20% deficit.
The rando forward smash actually worked out for him, but if he keeps that up, Mario's going to get the download on him and run away with this tournament.
That is absolutely correct, Al.
Wow, I mean, this is still such a close game right now. Dan has actually gotten the lead in percentage now. We'll see if this actually pays off for him.
It's just going to be very, very close. This match might even be down to the wire. I can't foresee this battle, though, in the semifinals going to 3. I think whoever takes it will take it in 2.
Oh, yeah, I can definitely see that. Once one of the players gets the download on him, it'll be over.
Dan has proven himself time and time again in this tournament. I just don't know if he's ready to face off of Mario. Mario is definitely one of the top contenders here today. And he is stone cold and ready to win.
Now we saw there Mario went for his patented up B edge guard where he.
Oh, could that do it?
No, not quite. If it was facing the other way, it would have definitely taken him out. But what Mario likes to do is when the opponent is off stage. Ooh.
It's getting close. Dan could have executed that kill a little bit better.
He will try to use the up B hitboxes going down to knock the player off stage. And
Mario's getting juggled right now. Dan has a chance to take this if he plays it safe.
They're both at high percentages. They what they need to do right now is hit something that will actually take the stock. Right now, they're just throwing each other across the stage, and it is not killing.
And
that
Mario will take round 1 of the semifinals.
Now, that's what I was talking about. Just spamming projectiles. Mario is going to get the pattern of that.
Yes.
And he will just, like he did there, short hop over and then forward air to punish.
Now, do you think Dan will counterpick?
You know, I don't know. Dan has a pretty extensive knowledge of the game. Whether he's able to apply that and capitalize with that is a different story entirely.
And it looks like he's staying the same. I think Mario's going to pick his favorite stage. No, Dan is counter-picking Battlefield.
Yeah, and this is where we go into the stage knowledge. Corrin is a lot stronger with platforms, especially with her side B movement on them. It's just a lot better, as well as her sword has a bit more reach. We didn't talk about that the first game, but Corrin's sword has a lot more range, as well as her spear. So to see if she can take advantage of that.
Well, it looks like Dan is taking advantage of that because he is putting the work in on Mario and is definitely taking advantage of using the platforms and spacing them out correctly.
Yep.
Now the question is Mario going to figure him out in time to pull out a victory?
Not to say Mario has shown us time and time again that he is very good at his aerials. So if he can do his short hop aerials, he can definitely take advantage of the platforms as well.
But it looks like Dan just keeps getting caught in those X's. And you never want to be there because that's where they dig.
The X's and the O's, right?
Oh,
See, there's the up B. However, he did not time that well enough, and Dan was able to recover. But again, Dan is just leaving himself open with these projectile spams when Mario is just well above him.
It's amazing to see a player who's been doing so well throughout the entire day start crumbling under Mario, and it just goes to tell you how strong of a competitor Mario is.
That is the Mario effect. Now, we'll see if he can get this edge guard.
And it looks like he got a little pineapple.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened there. Just a poor recovery on Dan's part.
Which is shocking. Dan seemed to be such a strong contender early on in this tournament. Or maybe he was just playing weaker guys.
No, I think he's got to be careful. He's playing a dangerous game.
He's playing a
on the
very
ledge
risky game on that ledge. Yeah. And after losing that first stock by a ledge accident, you think he'd be playing it more safe and trying to keep center control of the stage.
Now, that was a good shield on him. He avoided the Thorin, so that would have definitely put a lot of percentage on him. And he wants to avoid any percentage gain right now.
While Mario's getting dangerously close to that 2-stock area, Dan has to and a second mistake.
The Gimp. Now,
wow.
That fireball was really good. That messed up his recovery, and I don't know if Dan just wasn't prepared for it. He just up-beat the wrong way after that, just spamming trying to recover, and it did not work.
What a devastating and sad turn of events for such a promising young contender.
I can't wait to see him next year, but he's not out yet. He's still got the third place.
Yes, and third
match.
place also gets a chance at a small tax-deductible gift. Well, Asterios will have to defeat one more person to get to the finals, and Mario, who has been calling out Asterios all game, is now sitting at the top of the mountain waiting for somebody to dethrone him. Who will it be? Who will get the chance to make it to the finals of No John 7? Well, you'll have to keep watching. Until then, we have our correspondent who is all the rage and all the hype with some of the spectators. No. We're going to cut to an interview with him and get some word on the streets?
Not the streets.
Oh.
Just, why do you keep saying semifinals? You're like finals. You dyslexic or something?
You know, I think I'm having a stroke.
All right. From the studio, we thank you for your efforts and contribution, Zachary. Here I am with one of the spectators, Adam. He actually didn't participate in this tournament. He's been a heckler of sorts, a commentator. Unfortunately for the audience, the recording that we have of the room has no audio, so they will not hear anything he has said other than right now.
Maybe that's for the best.
Probably. You have a gamer tag, though, right? Is it Augustus Gloop? Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah, that's true. Completely true. High school nickname. Guess why?
So, with Augustus Gloop here, how do you feel going into this, oh, I'm sorry, I can't see. How do you feel going into this this match as a hype man?
I feel very strong about this match. I know that I definitely will not be losing this match. However, the two men who could lose right here in front of me, big hopes for you guys. No, I need this. Stay tuned. Big stuff coming in.
Restating the question, as you are not competing in this match, how do you feel as a hype man going into this?
Again, like I said, what was your name again?
I didn't say
that. Again, Larry, great question. I feel, though, I'm very strong in this match. The character I pick, I always win. Honestly, I won't say it. People say it about me. I don't say it about myself. I always win with this character. Truth, honestly, it's just how it is. So I feel very strongly about me not being in this match because I won't lose. However, one of them will. And one of them will also lose.
Back to you at the studio, Nicholas.
Wait, Nicholas, you have Nicolas Cage in there?
Cut it.
I know. I need to meet Nicolas Cage.
I think it's like a rat right over here.
Stop touching me.
I just need to reach
Personal
over a little
space.
bit.
What, are you playing Pokemon Go?
Yeah, what? It's not Pokemon Stop. You gotta go, dude.
Was there even any point?
Welcome back to the finals,
now
the
you're ready.
semifinals
Okay.
of No John 7.
I cannot be any more excited. So far, this tournament has been, bar none, the most exciting thing in my pitiful life.
That's not saying too much there, Al, but it looks like this could be the end of the road for the Greek wonder, Asterios.
Or the host could leave his party early if Jeff loses here.
That's also very true, Al. Asterios has sort of been the underdog throughout this whole thing, having never won a tournament, often placing second or worse. This is his time to shine. However, Jeff is an admirable opponent. Asterios is going to have one of the hardest matches he has yet to face.
Yeah, Asterios is trying to get over that last hurdle of not being second place. So in order to even get to that match, he's going to have to end Jeff's run here.
The semifinals are going to prove to be the most challenging yet. It looks like Jeff has gone ahead and picked Mario, and Asterios is staying with his main man, Link.
We'll see if he can link together some wins against Jeff right here.
I'll be interested to see. I think that this could go 2 stocks. I don't know. Or I shouldn't say 2 stocks, I should say 2 matches.
Oh, just a quick 2-0?
Yeah, I think it's going to go a quick 2-0. I don't know if it's going to go in favor of Jeff or Asterios, but right now, they are neck and neck.
Yep, still in the middle of neutral. Jeff looks like he's put on a little bit more percentage onto Stereo, so we'll see how he reacts and responds to that.
The question is can Jeff keep his cool under the pressure?
Yeah. Now, Stelio is working a lot of projectiles and trying to outspace Mario, but the problem is that Mario...
Did that connect? That did it!
Wow, the early air dodge made him get hit by the 3rd hit of up smash, which has quite a bit of knockback, so ended his stock early.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Al.
Yep.
Now, Jeff is going to have to start working some overtime here if he hopes to come back. Asterios has not been giving his opponents any room or any chances for mistakes. So Jeff is capitalizing.
Able to use the boomerang wind box to pull him just a little bit closer so that his forward smash connected. I liked it.
It was excellent. And this is a close matchup. This could go either way at this point. Yep. The question is, can Jeff space him out?
Yep, we'll see who wins the projectile battle. Right now, they're kind of filling each other out with boomerangs and fireballs.
It's pretty neck and neck. Asterios has a decent lead on him, but both of these characters are a little bit of heavyweights, so it'll take a while for them to get up to that kill zone range, if you know what I'm saying.
I would say Mario is probably right smack dab in the middle. Link's a little bit heavier, but Mario does have some pretty strong kill moves, with his up smash especially being potent.
It's true. And Asterios is starting to have to put in the work. He's having to play a little bit of a more strategic game. He's keeping his space from Jeff. The advantage of Link over Mario is Link has those projectiles, and Asterios is using them to his advantage.
Ooh. Not a move you see often. However,
high risk, high reward.
Asterios has used his down air to quite effect.
Ooh, that was a little bit risky. He could have shown. And that's gonna do it!
Jeff missed the ledge and got hit by the forward smash.
You don't appreciate those invisibility frames until you don't have them anymore.
Could not agree with you more, Jim.
It'll be interesting to see now. Will Jeff go for the counter pick, or does Asterios get a free ride?
Looks like we're going to have a character switch, maybe? Oh,
nope. Ran it back. This is where it comes down to. This is where the boys become in. You lose here, you go home.
Yep.
No cash, no prizes, no ladies.
Except Jeff's married, and so is Asterios.
That is also true.
However, I'm not surprised about the stage selection, just a random Omega stage. Jeff tends to stick closer to those.
Yeah, Jeff, he likes those stages where you can get people, so he usually plays those to his favor.
Now, good to note is that this Omega stage is actually has walls all the way down to the kill plane on the bottom. So, if Jeff wants to, he can use Mario's wall jump to quite effectively recover. As long as he doesn't die off the side or top,
he'll pretty much get back to the stage.
And he also has to know that, which I think only noobs don't.
Well, I don't see you wall jump off.
That is irrelevant and irrational.
However, Link cannot wall jump, so that option will not be his. He'll only be able to use his grappling hook to grapple to the ledge.
Well, we've already seen Jeff adjust and change his playstyle with Asterios right now, and it's proven to be effective. He is actually putting the work in on him, and has an early lead.
Yep. However, Asterios is catching up. Some strong neutral coming from him right now. We'll see if he can keep it up, and who will be able to put the
icing on the cake.
Yep. Put the hurt down.
More hurt than the Hurt Locker.
That's right, Jeremy Renner.
That's true.
Isn't he also in that Bourne?
Oh yeah, Hawkeye Rising.
No. But he was like, he was like a drug addicted Jason Bourne or something. Yeah, no. Like, he did that.
No idea what you're talking about.
Alright, so it looks like Asterios is maybe. Oh,
it's
good
just
DI.
Not enough for the kill.
Oh wow, that bomb.
Jeff is starting to crack under pressure. You can see it building on his face. He's a little bit more attentive. He's getting stiff. This is where players start to hurt, is when they get stiff in the competition. I've seen too many strained thumbs come from players who are not relaxing. This is the part of the game where you have to take a deep breath, you have to regain your composure, and you have to go in. Stiffening up like that is going to ruin your chances.
I am really liking Asterios' use of his bombs. I want to see a kill setup where he hits him with a bomb and then just puts the sword in him and sends him off the stage.
And Jeff's hanging in there. It's a high percentage. He can go at any time, and that's going to do it. That connects.
Jeff overextended, trying to kill Asterios off the top, but gets the tip of the down air.
He got a little greedy, and you could see the look on his face in that moment where he realized he made a mistake.
Paid the price.
And it's going to come down. Is Jeff going to be the winner? I don't know. Asterios is putting on the work right now, and the percentages are going up.
Oh, a back throw there probably would have killed him. A little bit of a flub by Jeff. Instead did I believe that was a down throw, actually.
But Jeff's the Game Boy. He's supposed to be the one who wins.
I just don't see it. Asterios is just taking advantage.
Asterios has that eye of the tiger. He is ready. He's got that look on his face. He knows he has this in the bag right now.
He did overextend right there, but was able to come back.
I don't think Jeff can handle this. This is too much pressure for him. I think Asterios is walking away with that 2-0 victory.
Only time will tell.
And
okay,
it connects.
So a good shield option from the get up attack left Asterios slightly vulnerable, and Jeff punished with an up smash. A very good kill move for
Jeff is going to have to capitalize on rage mode right now. He has to keep his spacing, and he has to make sure he blocks out those kill shots, because anything that is not well thought out or planned is going to be the end of his match here.
He needs to make sure he doesn't do moves that overextend and allow him to get punished.
That's the question, is can Jeff go the rest of this round without being greedy? He has to at this point in order to win, but he might try to take that sweet early kill if he can get it.
I like that fade back with the up air.
Uh-oh,
and
that's gonna do it.
The down smash just takes him out. Wow, the host is out.
And he does not look happy about that. He is walking off in a very upset manner. Asterios has a grin on his face, ear to ear. He is moving on to the quarterly finals.
He definitely wants to come home with the #1 prize here.
This could be it. This could very well be Asterios' time. Well, we're coming down to the final matches. We have a word with our correspondent, and he is going to take us to that now.
Man, I did not see that coming.
No, I didn't.
Is Jeff going to kick us out now?
Oh, yeah. No, we will never be able to host this at his house again.
Yeah.
Can I get a dang cut here? Go to the reporter.
Just lose.
Do you think if we paid Asterios off, he would have thrown
Do I have to do everything myself? Cut to the reporter.
I don't think we have that kind of money.
Now.
And you're live.
Thank you for that studio analysis, Larry. Also known as Larry, the not cable guy. Here we have one of the spectators, Dalen here. How do you feel about this match coming up?
Alright, dude, I'll talk to you later. Yes, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you're leaving?
Obviously, she's excited about this upcoming matchup. Cannot contain it. So excited that she cannot even stop talking about it.
I would hope so.
She has left the interview.
All right, guys.
We'll see you back at the studio audience.
The other 15.
Wait, so Barry,
what's the matchup? It's the losers finals.
You hear this?
Oh yeah,
these
no,
guys already
it's
lost.
awful.
What's the point?
This is that sad Hoshi fight of the match. That's
Hence
for
the
sure.
losers
The
part.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. They already lost.
You're live, idiots.
Hi, welcome back to No John 7. This is one of the most exciting parts of the tournament. It's the tri-quarterly finals.
Yep, this will determine best loser of the tournament.
And when you've already lost, there's nothing left on the line but pride.
And barely any at that. Going into the match, though, we have Dan versus Jeff.
This will settle who gets 4th and who gets 3rd place. The look of determination on Jeff's face says he doesn't want to go walking home again.
Even though he's literally already there.
It's quite possible that you're right, Al.
Looks like Dan has decided to stay as Corrin. Started off the tournament as Robin, but since then just stuck to Corrin. I don't see him changing anytime soon. Corrin's pretty solid.
And he's putting the work in on Jeff right now. Jeff is taking advantage of these pokies that Corrin does. He has a little toothpick and fire dragon move that we just saw.
Now
right
that was interesting. He actually used his counter against the fireball, and that Corrin's counter is so strong and it stays out for so long. Even a fireball, an aerial fireball where you're drifting into it, you'll still get hit by it. So Jeff has to be really careful about those.
Exhilarating gameplay, Dan.
Yep.
Al, whatever. I'm trying here.
It's
this
okay.
Is this the loser?
Nobody cares about this match anyways.
Isn't this the part where they like run the advertisements? It's the side-by-side picture. It's got the Nissan dealer.
We should do that. Tech guys, do that if you can.
Come on, I want that bonus.
So
it looks like Jeff is taking the first kill.
Wow.
Fantastic. That's
Mario's up smash. I've been telling you all day. Mario's up smash is one of his best kill moves that he can use.
If you look at Jeff's face right now, he has that look of determination. It's mixed in with a little bit of salt and some pride, but it's basically that look that says, if I lost already, you have to lose.
Jeff just doesn't want to lose. I think this can be called the salty run back of the tournament right
It basically is, because at this point, we've seen a
Well,
lot of
look at
contenders-
this. They're just playing with each other. They're just standing still. They don't even want to fight. People are leaving. It's just nobody wants to be here at this point.
This is the part of the tournament where we've actually seen contestants walk away. Are you playing Pokemon Go?
I mean, it's probably better than the match.
Are you kidding me right now?
It's
You
nothing
can
good.
catch more Rattatas later.
You see my shoes? I got these yellow shoes.
I'm not in. Oh, those are really nice.
Yeah, they're like kind of like high tops.
Yeah.
You can see them better right here.
You're level 28?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, you
yeah.
suck.
I've
I'm
been
level
working.
43.
I'm pretty sure you're level 22.
And it looks like Jeff might be going away with the 2-stock victory.
Wow. He is holding on to that last stock.
He is doing the bob and weave and save me Oprah Winfrey because Corrin is on a wing and a prayer.
Well, this is still only game one though, so these guys are just staring each other off half the time. I like it.
No one wants to. This is almost like a chess match. No one wants to give up their position, and they are really waiting and playing on that attack.
Yeah, Jeff is really wearing Dan down right now with just projectiles and fireballs. Oh, going into a grab and dodge sequence right there. That's going to be
If
scary.
Dan can get the kill shot off, he can bank off of Rage Mode and potentially get Jeff. But I think Jeff is closing in on that 2-stock victory.
Yeah.
This is what we in the industry would call a JV2.
Not even close. However, what you can see, I can tell that Corrin's, I believe his downs throw?
That's gonna do it.
Wow.
Jeff
Couldn't even
takes
finish.
that away. Yeah, you don't have to.
Well, what I was going to say is Dan was really looking for that grab. He really wanted to get the grab, which will go into a kill confirm, and that would have taken Jeff's stock. Went a little too hard for it, became a little predictable, and Jeff was just able to wear him down to the point where he just beat him with 2 stocks still.
Or you could say Jeff hit him off the cliff. 1 sentence, 4 seconds.
That works too.
And it looks like there was a character swap. Can Dan break the curse?
Rosalina and Luma. Now, this is an interesting character. I don't think Jeff has a lot of experience playing against him.
And Luma is one of those top-tier characters.
Luma definitely has a place in top competitive Smash. The most interesting part, obviously, is the fact that she has a disembodied hitbox being Luma. And a lot of people just don't know how to deal with Luma. The best strategy, by far, is to just get rid of her. So
Pretty sure Luma's a he. Get your Mario Galaxy lore right.
But it's a star. Alright, looks like he's knocked down Luma.
It looks like Luma didn't sign up for that.
So Jeff has a limited amount of time before Luma respawns. We'll see if he can take advantage of that. Dan looks like he's definitely playing a bit more defensively right now. He knows that he's at a disadvantage without Luma.
And it'll be a few more seconds, and it looks like Luma is back in the match, and Dan is up to 4 stocks once again.
Jeff is going hard for those forward airs. We'll see if one actually connects.
It's very interesting to see this kind of match this late on, but Dan is putting the sauce to work, he's cleaning out Mario's pipes.
This is definitely scary when you're above Luma. Luma has a very, pretty much broken up air that just reaches far above her. It's a disembodied hitbox for her, so you definitely don't want to do that. Luma can kill super early with that, so you want to be careful.
It's always a dangerous matchup, but Jeff is holding his own, and we have yet to see the first stock go. Dan is just an excellent player. He's keeping his calm and his composure. He knows Jeff is in the kill zone, and he just needs to get that off right now. If Dan can get the early kill...
Throw, not quite.
Not enough. If Dan can get the early kill here, he has a shot of beating Jeff. He can capitalize on rage mode, and he'll be able to possibly... and Jeff takes that first stock.
An unfortunate nair that missed and left him vulnerable, and Jeff just hits him with the forward smash, but he
capitalizes.
Dan clapped back with the up smash. So this is just dead even at this point.
Do you think this will be a 3-match round?
A 3-game set?
Yes.
I don't know. It really depends on if Dan can pull together this last stock.
It's going to be difficult. We haven't seen a game go to 3 matches in a while.
In quite a bit. You're right.
It'd be interesting to see it in the tri-quarterly finals of the No John 7 tournament.
Oh, missed.
Brought to you in part by Prilosec.
We're sponsored by
Oh, yeah. We gotta say it 3 more times before it's over.
So we still have to say Twitch?
Yes, 1 more time.
Okay. And don't forget, if you ever want to have any videos streaming, go to Twitch. This is currently on Twitch, so...
YouTube.com/Twitch.
That's right.
And it's anyone's game right now. Mario and Rosalina are going at it. Dan has to keep his composure at this point. Jeff does not do well under pressure when pride is on the line.
Good DI. Jeff survives, but this is scary. You don't want to be on a platform above Rosalina and Luma.
But see, I don't think Jeff knows that, and that is where Dan can capitalize on.
Yeah. Ooh.
He's right in between them.
You don't want to get sandwiched between those two. They will just...
Looks like Jeff is trying to outspace Dan at this point.
Yep. Yeah. Now see, Jeff needs to get around Luma and attack
Dan knows
Rosalina.
what he's doing. He's trying to space out Mario and capitalize on that. Ooh, Jeff is going in for the kill.
Yeah, Jeff with a little bit of some movement. Kind of on the ropes right now, though.
Closing in the gap. That could do it.
Oh! We're going to game 3, boys.
3. Wow, amazing.
Yep. Game 3.
It only took the losers to give us something entertaining.
You can see really in the face of the competitors how much they wanted to win that.
And it looks like Jeff is going for Marth.
Wow.
We'll see if Dan can break the curse. Everyone who has counterpicked in this tournament has not gone on to win.
Except right there with Rosalina. So we're excited. 3, 2, 1.
And the next match is off.
Yep. We'll see if this game can be just as exciting as the previous 2.
Now Jeff, I don't know if he can pull it out as Marth.
Yeah, that jumping counter didn't really instill a lot of confidence for me, but
well, Marth is sort of the noob tube of the Smash community.
I could not disagree with you more. I would say Ike is probably the noob tube, or Cloud.
Jeff is kind of going in a little bit reckless right now. I feel like he is trying to just go for the kill shot. He's trying to use an OP character to get off that easy victory.
Definitely don't understand what you're saying. However, Marth is more of a finesse character. His strength is in his tippers. So if you can hit people with the tip of your sword, that'll do considerably more knockback and damage. However, it's incredibly hard to space that. See, a tipper was hit on Luma right there, and you could see, even though Rosalina's only at like 50%, Luma went flying.
Well, we'll see how good Jeff is at giving just the tip.
Now, Rosalina has a bit of a laggy recovery if you don't grab ledge, so Dan needs to be careful. I've noticed a couple times this set where he's recovered and missed the ledge, so if he doesn't hit the ledge, Jeff has an opportunity to punish.
It's always a dangerous game to play here, but we've seen Dan, and that's that connected.
Yeah,
Wow.
a forward air tipper. Now, I'm starting to get a little bit of faith in Jeff Smarth.
Dan is proven to be a very well-versed player in this tournament, but if he does not start playing technical right now against Jeff Smarth, he is not going to be able to pull out a wave.
Yeah, Jeff right now, you can tell he's looking for a jab forward smash, which sets up for essentially a tipper forward smash if you hit it right, and that'll kill incredibly early. So Rosalina right now needs to be careful because
well, Dan needs to get the kill off at this point. The percentages are going too high. He needs to connect. Jeff has an opportunity. Well, Luma is not in the game, but Dan has to kill him while Jeff is at this higher percentage.
Now Dan needs to be careful. He's got a Skittle shield right now. Oh, missed the ledge again. See, if Jeff was a little quicker, he would have been able to punish that.
And Luma is out of the picture. Jeff has his opportunity to capitalize. Rosalina is getting dangerously close to the kill zone, but will that connect?
Back throw, almost. Good DI.
And that will do it.
But the short hop turnaround back air definitely finished him off. Dan has a lot of catching up to do, a lot of percentage.
It's not impossible at this point, but you are going to have to play very defensively and look for your open windows. And Jeff is just covering that airspace like the German army over Britain.
Jeff is relentless right now. I don't know if he can be stopped personally. He wants this third place.
Oh, if you look at Jeff right now, he is focused. He wants to take something, and he did it.
A mistake by Dan, and Jeff takes advantage, stealing third place from him.
Congratulations, Jeff. I'm sure third place never tasted better. Well, this is super exciting, Al, and I am just primed and jazzed to go into the finals of No John 7. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. But before we jump into those final rounds, we have two very exclusive interviews with the finalists. So let's go to the man who puts the STD in stud.
We're live?
We're live.
That's right, Steve. All right, so we have the one of the grand final contestants here, also known as Asterios, what other tags do you go by?
That was correct.
All of that was correct.
Yes.
Okay. So, how do you feel making it all the way to the top?
I have to go to the bathroom.
You heard it here first, folks. If you need to go to the bathroom, you'll make it to grand finals. Back to you, Dave. Another astute observation from the studios, Michael. Here I am with one of the grand final champion contenders, Mario. You also have a gamer tag. What was that?
The epitome of you.
The epitome of you. As we're going into this match, how do you feel about facing Stelio?
Oh, I play him all the time, and it's pretty back and forth. I really don't know how this is going to turn out, but obviously I hope I can take it. Go!
Aside from a random spectator, that is very interesting. So you and Stelio have a history and have consistently had a back and forth. No one has been over the other person consistently.
Well, truth be told, he does win a little more often.
Okay.
But I'm definitely aiming for that upset.
Okay. I definitely respect that, cameraman. So, I think, I don't know, I have a good feeling. I don't know, as a interviewer, as a reporter, I feel like I shouldn't have a favorite, but I feel pretty strong about you going into these finals. Stelio, I think his time is over. He also mentioned just throwing the match to get second place, so I'm not sure how this is going to go. Anyways, thanks for talking. Back to you.
Why do they call it a finals?
Calvin.
You got me. Couldn't they call it like a conclude or something?
So what would the match before be? A pre?
Like a pre-conclude?
You're a lot. You know what? Screw it. I quit.
Welcome back to No John 7. If you've tuned in with us for this long, you might as well stick it out, because this is the grand finale.
This is the end-all here. The grand finals.
And straight from Mount Olympus, we have Asterios, the underdog in this tournament. Now, Asterios has made it this far on numerous occasions. However, he has never been able to clutch out that first place win. Can he do it today, Al?
We certainly hope so. But in order to do that, he's going to have to beat Mario.
Mario is set to be one of his strongest opponents. And as we saw from that interview, he is stone cold and ready to kick butt and take names.
Just like the center person of Nintendo, Mario is the center person of this Smash Brothers tournament.
And Reggie would even say that this is going to be a match for the ages.
Their bodies are ready as we go into grand finals. It looks like we have Ganondorf versus Robin.
Mario is not breaking from tradition. He has played Robin throughout this tournament and has decimated every step of the way. It does not surprise me that he is choosing this character.
Now, Ganondorf isn't necessarily a higher tier character. However,
it is Asterios' best character.
Between Ganondorf and Link, Asterios is a formidable opponent.
It's very true. And Asterios knows what he's doing with Ganondorf.
These guys have played countless times, so this is truly going to be a test of skill and adaptation between these two contenders.
This is the match for the ages. These are the Titans going at it.
Wow.
And right out the gate, we can see Mario is putting Asterios to work.
Now, I really like that combo from Mario. That fireball into forward air, I believe, and then up air, and then I think a follow-up up air. That put a cool 50% on Ganondorf early. And that's what you have to do, because if you don't get ahead of Ganondorf early, he will take you down quickly and hit you hard.
Mario is looking to snag that stock very early in this game.
Now, I wish Mario had gone out.
Uh-oh. He is sucking the life force right out of Ganon.
Yep. Now, Ganondorf, with all his strength, one of the reasons why he is such a low tier is because of his weak recovery.
Well, that was an excellent recovery right there.
Barely getting the top of his up B. I want to see more offstage play from Mario to take advantage of that.
Asterios just can't get hit on him right now.
No, Robin is a little quicker than Ganondorf, so Mario's taking advantage of that and just bobbing and weaving. Now, I like that edge cancel from the Warlock kick. But you see the percentage difference here. But the thing is that Ganondorf hits so hard, it's almost even right now.
It's getting closer, and Asterios is cool as a cucumber right now, trying to take advantage while he can. That could have been detrimental to Mario.
I really love that roll, that Tekken read, but Mario didn't fall for it. He just went for the get-up attack.
Oh, and it looks like Asterios is going to hang on for this one.
Some pretty solid DI really helped Asterios survive that. We can see if... Oh,
He's
good recovery.
This is an intense match. The crowd is on their feet.
Oh, not a safe dash attack, but unpunished.
Well, just like my taxes, they're going to evade it.
Well, unlike my taxes, he couldn't evade that. And Mario clapped back, but... Good DI. The thing is, Ganondorf is heavy, so it's going to take a solid hit like that short hop forward air.
Excellent. 0-0. This is turning into the match of the night.
Now, this is scary for Mario because good follow-up.
Good combos right there.
This is the same combo. It was the I believe it was the fireball to either neutral or forward. I'm actually not too familiar with Robin's moveset, and then it was 2 up airs, and that put a solid 50% on Ganondorf, and that's what he needs to do.
Well, if you had asked me at the beginning of this match, did I think Asterios was going to take that first stock, I would have said absolutely not. But as we are seeing here, Asterios is putting in the time.
He was maybe 1 or 2% away, but
that's gonna do it.
The pineapple ends his stock early.
We have not seen Mario make a mistake in this tournament. So to see that happen is almost shocking.
I see a chink in Zeus's armor right now, and Asterios is just prying it open.
He took a quick little Gatorade break right there. He is ready to go. Mario gets the counter pick. Will he take it? No one who has counter picked in this tournament has gone on to win the round.
Now, we're sitting on the character select for a while. I think Mario was contemplating a character switch, but he decides to stay as Robin. So we'll see
They were
the
doing a
salty
little
run
discussion
back.
on the field, but it is a salty run back.
I don't see Mario as salty. I see him as calm and collected. He's going to go into this match as if the first one didn't even happen.
And I mean, if you look at him right now, it looks like he has not moved this entire tournament. That is what I was talking about earlier. He is poised and relaxed. There's going to be no injuries on the field for him today. Those fingers are golden.
Ooh. Now, a little overextension from Mario, and Asterios gets a hit in, but Asterios is just having trouble getting anything started this
Problem right now for Asterios is that Mario understands him. That first round was enough for him to figure him out, and he is putting in the time. I would not be surprised if Mario gets the quick early kill right now.
He's definitely got him at a high percentage. Now, that's the thing with Ganondorf, though, is that his side B can definitely end stocks
That's
early.
going to connect.
Yeah, and it works best when you're behind in percentage, but not in stock. So Asterios is going to have to take this next stock in order to try to use that kind of cheese to gimp Mario.
Well, parts of the crowd are shouting two stock right now. Mario, he is in it to win it. Asterios is the underdog, and I don't know if he keeps playing like this, he is not going to take this tournament.
Good power shield, but a bit of a ballsy up tilt. I don't know if Ganondorf's up tilt is something that you have to be pretty confident.
Connected, and it did it. Mario runs it back with a quick and easy two stock. We are seeing the competitors on the field. Now, this is where it matters. Last tournament, Asterios came this far and did not counterpick, and it cost him the tournament. Counterpicking right now is detrimental to his victory.
Looks like he's gonna go Link. He's learned from his mistakes, and we're gonna see if it pays off.
This is what the crowd has been waiting for. They are going nuts. They're choosing an Omega stage. What are they going for? They are running it back.
Pyrosphere all the way, baby.
This is where the champions are born. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, because this is sure to be the match of the night.
This is the last game of No John 7. The winner of this will win the tournament.
Money, glory, the coveted Lombardi trophy.
We don't have a trophy.
Okay, close enough. But this is where the boys become men. This is the championship round. Everyone has waited for this. This is the biggest stage in Smash.
Ooh, a whiff forward smash gets punished with a forward smash of his own. Mario is not backing down from this Link right now.
We are close to even. There's about a 20% difference between these two. Asterios wants it. He is focused in on this, but can he capitalize?
This is right now. The neutral this game has been a battle of projectiles, and Asterios has been winning that. We can see
Asterios is connected. That's enough to do it.
The dash attack takes the stock. Not the greatest DI I've ever seen. Now we can see if Asterios takes advantage of this lead and will take the tournament.
Mario has to get this kill off quickly if he wants to stay in this tournament.
This is just, I can't handle this right now. I'm losing my mind.
Way too intense. The crowd is going nuts. They are chanting and calling for a two stock.
Asterios is putting the pressure on. Mario's at such a high percentage right now.
Asterios could take this in two stocks. Are we going to see this? Is this going to happen at No John 7 right now? Are we going to see Asterios walk away for the first time with that coveted trophy? The Reggie Fili-Aimez trophy.
The what?
I don't know. He's pulling out all the stops. It could be anybody's game right now. This is what the crowd has waited for the entire night.
They are really scrapping. Oh!
He did it!
The second dash attack takes the second stock. A two stock for the last game of No John 7.
Asterios walks away with the first ever victory.
Oh Oh my gosh! I
For
can't
a veteran player at the tail end of his career, this is exactly what he wanted to happen.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Asterios redeems himself for that loss in that last year's tournament.
He's got to be happy about this
If
win.
he did not win here, experts say he might not have won at all.
I can't believe it. Wow.
That is the only time you will see something like that, where an older contestant can come in and win, is No John 7.
This is something special. I think this tournament as a whole has just been incredible from start to finish.
It has been phenomenal. We have our correspondent in the streets?
On the scene.
On the scene, close enough to nail that final interview with the grand champion.
Take it away.
Bob Usaks.
Is that his name?
That's what the intern told me.
I don't believe it. He probably made it up.
I didn't name him.
Did his parents name him, or did he name himself?
I think he was adopted.
By Bob Eubanks?
I guess so.
I don't know if I can believe it with my own eyes. Maybe you at the studio can. Steven. Here I am with Stelio, with his cash money. Haters.
I've never had this much money in my life.
He is excited. How do you feel about that win?
It doesn't belong to me.
You heard it here first, folks. It doesn't belong to him. He should have gotten second.
Should have gotten second place.
Thank you for coming here and watching with us all. Back to you at the studio audience.
Thank you so much for that exclusive interview. Well, before the victory parade and the trophy handoff, Asterios gets to rest easy for tonight. He has earned that victory, and I will say that No John 7 has been one for the books.
I could not agree with you more, Jim. This tournament has been incredible. The level of play here,
sportsmanship,
just overall attitude has been one of the most positive experiences of my life. I can say without a doubt that No John 7 has been the best tournament I've been to so far.
This tournament really harkens back to the good old days of the sport in the early scene. I'm recalling No Johns 2 and thinking about how enthusiastic the players were. You just don't see this type of agility anymore.
It's incredible. I think, do we have anything else, or?
Well, of course there's going to be words from our sponsor after this, but from our house to your house, thanks for tuning in for Smash's Biggest Stage.
I've been Al Cappuccino.
And I'm Jim Carrey 23, signing off. Until next year, we will see you at No Johns 8.
We didn't even practice that. That was
solid.
First try, man.
So what do you do for now, like for the rest of the year?
I mean, I kind of work the streets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They don't you don't have an agent that's like getting you other stuff?
No.
Oh man, I'm doing a Poyo tournament in a couple weeks in Vegas.
I don't know.
Poyo Pop Tetris?
No, I'm not really into that scene.
It's a big Japan scene. You'd love the K-pop.
Too much furries.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, once you get past the hairballs, it's okay. You know, it's kind of like shy people. I can see you fitting in with that.
I'm kind of hairy.
Yeah, no, you've got a little fuzz up there. No, if you want to, I could put in a word for you.
I think I'm willing to try that out. Yeah, try some new stuff. Expand my
horizons.
It's
money. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm doing that. I have a Dream Daddy tournament that I'll be hosting in a couple weeks. You got to do these things year round.
You know what I've been looking for? I've been looking to get into some Pokken.
Oh,
that's the new hot thing. That's gonna last for a long time. I can see that competitive scene going for a while.
You think so? You think it'll eclipse Smash?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it'll eclipse Smash, but it'll definitely put a chink in it.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Do you know anybody in that
field?
Yeah.
I just might. I don't. I'm lying. I'm totally just trying to sound cool right now.
Okay.
Oh crap, we didn't say Prilosec 2 more times. Or Amazon. Or Twitch.
Just do it a post.
That's true.
That will know the difference.
See, that's the thing about the live broadcast is people don't realize there's a 2-minute delay on YouTube. You know, who watches stuff on Twitch?
I don't think anybody does anymore.
No. You want to play that, what is it, that Battle Royale game? It's really big with the kids right now.
Oh yeah, Fart Night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
I got a match later with Jake Paul. You down?
Yeah, man.
Alright, there's a good shawarma place down the road. You want one?
Ah, dude, I love shawarma.
Hey, that's what it's all about.
Shawarma!
Hey, tell the intern to pull my car around.
I think he left.
What? What are we paying this guy for?
We don't pay him anything. He's an intern.
What kind of an intern doesn't get paid?
I think that's kind of the point.
You got my keys?
No, I don't know. Did you leave them over there?
Yeah, I probably left them in the studio.
Alright.
Are you buying? I drive?
Sure.
Cool, that's great. Because they did not pay me in advance to do this.
You like hot and ready? Caesars?
No, we're getting shawarma.
Oh yeah, shawarma.
And you're live.
Thank you for that studio analysis, Melvin. I already used Melvin. Thank
you for that recap.
Thank you for that studio recap, Peter. Here we are at. We're doing an ending thing. Sir.
I'm here for the ending.
No, you're not.
No, you called me earlier.
No.
You told me that you.
We'll call security.
No, I am security.
Yeah, please excuse yourself.
No. You heard him earlier. You.
Back to you at the studio.
So greatly disrespected.
Pizza man. What an exciting day today. Thank you for that studio recap, Peter Cottontail. Here we are at the venue, otherwise known as Jeff's house. It has been an exciting, wonderful day with its ups and its downs. Everyone here is happy, except the losers. We'll see you next time. From my house to Jeff's house to your house. I'm Bob Eubanks. We'll see you next time. Back to you at the studio. Celery.
This has been a live stream of No John 7, brought to you by the NSA. Thank you for watching, and good night. Can I go home now?